track.
What's good, family? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Welcome to episode 87. And can I just say, Jose, I'm glad to be back, bruh. Golly, man. Listen, we got some dope stuff to talk about this week. But I wanted to take a minute to say, man, thank everybody for, like, all the DMs. Like, the people who know me text messaging me, just like, bro, you gotta get back. I'm not even mad at the people that was like, Trap, you gotta like, go through that, cause we need Trappin' Tuesdays, bro. Like, you need to come up here and just say something, bro. So I just wanna say I appreciate that, because it let me know that we are deeply embedded in your financial future. Like, we embedded in that. We don't take that for granted. I want y'all to know that. It took everything in me to text Jose and say, I can't do it, bro. It took everything in me to do that, to say that. So thank y'all for coming back this week. We got a lot to talk about, and I want to get straight into it, Jose. This week, I want to say something. I want to start the show off by saying that your income is the most important wealth building tool that you have. But some people are so viscerally exhausted financially that their money, their most important tool, is going to everyone but themselves. And so how can you truly stand on your financial faith if you don't have any to begin with? And I want to dig into that before we get into tonight's episodes, because faith is truly believing in something that isn't in front of you at the moment. It's believing in what's not seen. I don't want to get too biblical into that. I just want to give you a paraphrase behind it, right? I want to paraphrase it. I want to make it simple for us. But how can you believe in wealth if you've given your most important tool to someone else? How can we truly say that we're standing on our financial faith if we don't have solid ground that we are anchored to? In order to build wealth, you have to live a life of profits, not base your life on wages. And most people are confined by the wages they make, so they don't see the infinite possibilities of the profits that's there for them. So you can't truly stand on your financial faith, because if you're basing your wealth on the profits that you make, but you're only confined to the wages that you have, then it is impossible for you to overcome this somewhat insurmountable task. It's almost impossible, because we basing everything that we can and cannot do off what we see. When you don't see wealth physically first, you see it mentally first. You mentally and spiritually see where you want to be at. You mentally and spiritually see what the freedom looks like. What does having your bills on auto pay look like? What does not overdrafting look like? What does the vacation long as you want look like? What does paying for your kids' college look like? What is not dreading bill? Like, you can't physically see it until you can first spiritually and mentally see it. So how can you truly stand on your financial faith if you have little to none to begin with? But this is a huge but here. It said that faith the size of a mustard seed is all you really need. I don't really want to get too deep into that. But if you got a little bit of financial faith, that can take you a long way. And so what happens is we allow people to put us in these financial boxes, and then oftentimes we fight to stay in the box instead of fighting to demolish the box so that we can have faith in our financial future. Come on, Jose. Like, I remember I'm going to go back to a moment when I was sleeping, my daughter here tonight. I'm going to go back to a moment where I was sleeping on an air mattress. She was sleeping on an air mattress on side of me. And all I kept telling myself was, one day in the future, this will be something we both laugh at. Right? This will be a moment where we can relate to and say, damn, remember we was on the air mattress reading the books together, but my financial faith was solid. The financial faith was solid. Even though it wasn't there in the moment, I wasn't confined by the constructs of the air mattress. I wasn't confined to not having a bunch of furniture in the house. I wasn't confined to that, because I understood that that was only a temporary place in my life. I didn't turn something temporary into something permanent. So the belief system had to evolve. I had to believe, I had to conceive something or a place that I wasn't, even though I was physically in a place that I didn't want to be. Man, I wish I could speak that a little bit better for you to understand. Okay, some of us are in a position right now that is only testing to see how you will handle where you will be. All right, let me go a little bit further with that one, Jose. This is one of my favorite sayings here. In order to increase your territory, you got to first increase the capacity. That's it right there. In order to increase the territory, we got to be willing to increase the capacity. Increasing the capacity means being in this situation, understanding that this is only a pit stop, it's not permanent. The permanent comes when we keep evolving. So watch this. I told my team something today. The knowledge that you have today will not be useful in 2-3 years, only half of it. So what you know today, if you don't keep evolving it, if you don't keep learning because the world is evolving, then in tomorrow you'll be stuck with yesterday's information. It's no good. So if you do not plan for tomorrow today, when tomorrow comes, you'll be no better off than you was yesterday. Oh, I hope I said that right for you. Right? Like we gonna stand on our financial future. And we gotta have faith in it. We have been positioned, y'all. We have been positioned. I'm talking about we in a right position to take advantage of the world pivoting. But the reason why we can't take advantage of it and we can't see the infinite opportunities is because we don't believe in what's to come, because the right now is full of strife. And sometimes it's hard for us to overcome or see past the insurmountable adversity that keeps on reoccurring. Let me tell you something though. Let me tell you something though. As life gets better, the adversity increases. Yep. As life gets better, the adversity increases. Because as you enter a new realm, that new realm comes with new problems. Problems that you haven't premeditatedly have figured out. You can't prepare for a problem that hasn't positioned itself in your proximity yet. Okay? Like you can't prepare for a problem that hasn't positioned itself in your proximity. You can't prepare for it. But what you can do is tell yourself, watch this, you can equip yourself to say whatever comes to me is only working for me. Because once I surpass the problem, I am now equipped to go to the next level. All right, let me say that better. Let me say that better. I never knew how to run a successful business, but I had the vision of what a successful business looked like. And so every day I took the steps to getting closer to the vision, disregarding what I did not know. Like I disregarded what I didn't know because I knew where I wanted to go was a byproduct of me being consistently dedicated to making progress. So essentially, I was standing on my financial faith. I want us to be able to stand on our financial faith, but we got to expand. We got to increase the capacity of how we think, how we move, how we behave, how we speak, so that we can then go into new territory. Every time I'm in the market and I see people preying on my downfall, to me it speaks more about them than it does to me. Because I believe in the game. Like I'm such an advocate for the stock market that I love the down days as much as I love the green days. And if I'm being completely transparent with you, the last week I probably had like a $10,000 day, I think yesterday I had like a $35,000 day. I didn't even post it because I like posting the 6-figure days. But I also like posting the 6-figure losses. So I haven't posted because to me the losses haven't been big enough and the wins haven't met the criteria. Like there's enough people posting $5,000 days. That don't, I'm gonna be honest with you, that don't meet my criteria. I could have posted a $30,000 loss today, but I'm gonna tell you why I didn't post it. It don't meet my criteria. I need to see a $100,000 L day so I can post that so you can say, damn, Trap, because I know, watch this, Jose, I know the 6-figure losses bring out all the haters. The six-figure losses bring out everybody that want to see me fall, and it makes it that much better when I have a six-figure day. So I love posting the six-figure L's so I can post the six-figure days and smile. So now you can't be mad at me. So when I have a $30,000 loss, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'll be like, man, I can't post that. They used to that already. That was last year's losses. The $30,000 loss last year surprised them. A $30,000 loss this year, be like, Trap, you had a $300,000 day, it ain't nothing. So it's just saying that watch this, yo. I'm so anchored to my financial faith. My criteria for wins and losses are now completely different than what they were 6 months ago. Because I told Sean one day, I said, bro, in order to get $1 million day, you got to be willing to stand tall in a six-figure loss. You got to be willing to stand tall in it. Matter of fact, the six-figure loss is a prerequisite. It's a prerequisite. It's a prerequisite. But for me, the six-figure loss lets the people who rock with this tribe, it lets them understand this is a necessary evil that you cannot negotiate. You can't negotiate the necessary. Right? Like, you can't negotiate the six-figure loss if you say you won't be a multi-millionaire. You can't, like, okay, Trap, I just want to make 5 figures. Okay, cool. Well, you got to take a 4-figure loss. Trap, I want to make 6 figures. Well, you got to take a 5-figure loss. So in my mind, if you're going to take a loss, why not take the biggest loss possible? Because you know on the other side of that, it's the biggest one you ever seen in your life. It's just the way I'm wired. And so for me, I need you to be wired the same way that I'm wired, because I want to represent the normal that you now not compare yourself to, but know what's possible. I want you to be like, yep, well, I took the $10,000 loss, so I know $100,000 is on the way. I felt it in my bones. Somebody DM'd me today, and I'm not going to say the brother's name. A couple months ago, he was like, Trap, I've made more money than I've ever made in my life. I'm like, man, for sure. He DM'd me today and said, Trap, I'm scared. I say, why are you scared? You only down like 15%. We've been down 60% before. What are we scared of? He said, man, because I'm about to lose life-changing money. I said, you're not about to lose anything but your confidence. Because the way you think is now going to give birth to something that you regret. It's going to give birth to something. I'm like, if you rocking with me, you ain't seen me budge. You ain't seen me trip. You ain't seen me panic. You ain't seen me do numbers and say, hey, y'all, this was going on. The reason being is because I'm so strong on standing on my financial faith, y'all. And whatever the pivot is necessary. Whatever, I want you to write this down today. Whatever the pivot is, be it a win or a loss, is necessary. Whatever the pivot is. And this is right here, say, watch this. The pivot is the prerequisite to promotion. That boy was sick. He was in the bed, Jose. He was chilling. The pivot is the prerequisite for promotion. So you got to pick. Do you really want to go to the next level? Or are you comfortable being where you are? Because watch this. I want you to understand something. The human being is the only species that put limitation on their growth. The human being is the only species that put limitation on their growth. You know why? Because you start to thinking about things that don't exist. You start thinking about dangers that haven't even presented themselves yet. You start putting possibilities that go against you in the way before they even go that way. You start now switching your whole demeanor. You start switching your whole mindset. You start switching the way you feel. You start switching the emotions. You start switching the way you move forward. You start stepping back. You start not moving sideways. You stop playing the game, and you know the game working for everybody else. What happens is you start letting the pivot be a penalty instead of letting the pivot be a promotion. Let's go, man. Trappin Tuesday, episode 87, man. I ain't sick no more, Jose. Let's go, baby. Tootie, turn the beat up, partner. Let's go, baby. Hey, I'm feeling good tonight. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good, Jose. Tootie, give me a beat right quick, dog. I feel like that. I feel like that tonight. I feel like that tonight. I've been tweaking to get back, dog. You don't even know. Where my people in the chat at? Where my people in the chat at? Shazam X, I see you, partner. Justin Bing, I see you. Queen Tori, I see you. Yep. I like it. Let's go. Tonight we gonna stand on our financial faith, y'all. We're gonna stand on it. And watch this. Sometimes your faith may wither. So when you come here, we want you to be financially exuberated. That's what we want. We want you that. It's like a financial jubilee. You know what I'm saying? It's like a financial exodus. We want you to move forward, right? And here's the thing, Jose. This is not going to be an 11-day journey that we turn into 40 years. Right? I'm a firm believer that anybody, no matter where you starting at, you could be a millionaire in 5 to 7 years. The problem is you don't have the strategy, you don't have the recipe, and that's the issue. So every time when you come to this show, I need you to be working on putting the recipe together. We helping you put the recipe together, right? And I'm in the kitchen with you. I'm cooking with you. We might break a few eggs. We might waste some milk. Right? We might get some baking soda. Oh no. Trappin Tuesday, episode 87, bro. I'm back, bro. I feel good, Jose. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I think I lost a couple pounds, but nothing major. But let me tell you what was necessary for me, Jose. I overindulge myself in this. Right? Like I'm always incubating something. Right? I'm always incubating something, and from Monday night to Saturday, bruh, I did nothing. Mindless activity. For the first time, I'm talking about not even in prison did I do that, bruh. I'm talking 16 hours of mindless activity, bruh. I'm talking Walking Dead from 10 in the morning to 2 the next morning. Shout out to Walking Dead, bro. I was in it. And anybody who I'm about to say something. Right here. I'm about to say something. I don't care what nobody say. Rick is not a leader. Rick is not a leader.
Bro, you lucky I got no mic.
Rick is not a leader. The best leader on the show is Negan. 100%. Negan is the best leader on the show, and Daryl is the best number 2 on the show, bro. And the reason being is because Negan will do whatever is necessary to make sure that the team wins. Whatever is necessary. You know why Rick not a good leader? Because he empathetic in moments where you don't supposed to be empathetic, bro. You got sympathy in moments where you supposed to be in kill mode. That ain't what leaders do. Leaders make the decision when a decision need to be made. And you stand on it. And Negan said, hey, boom! Damn, Glenn, I didn't mean to knock your eyeball out like that, but hey, it's knocked out. It's knocked out. He said, that is an ugly goddamn. Hey, he was going crazy. I love it. Lucille, man. All right, I'm going to get off that because we all try. Y'all know I go through some stuff. Y'all know I go through the motions. It's not just a financial literacy show. We talk about finances. We talk about my life. We talk about God. We talk about relationships. We talk about therapy. We talk about it all. But I don't watch the whole show. I don't watch 11 episodes in less than a month. 11 seasons in less than a month. Mindless activity.
How many episodes?
In the last 2 seasons had 22 episodes, cuz. Listen, I was up. I'm talking Friday, 6 in the morning. Look, I felt the throat getting better. I said, uh-oh, I got to get it out now. Because once I get back to work, it's over. It's over. I got to kill it. I got to kill it. I got to kill it. Oh, I can swallow. Oh, the soup going down real good. The soup going down good. Cuz I had a blast watching that show. Now I don't have to watch no more TV, bro. I'm not watching none of the spin-off shows. I'm not telling you nothing. But I'm telling you, here's what I learned. As an entrepreneur, you need time for mindless activity. Because if not, we will drive ourselves crazy with business, work, paying people, taxes, just stuff. That actually helps you, but it consumes you. So I had 6 days of mindless activity, and man, that was the time of my life, man. And I had such a time, Jose, I wasn't answering no phone calls. I was letting everybody go to voice message. I was letting everybody go. I was like, yo, this call is not, I had so many text messages. I was like, I'm straight. Mindless activity. So that's my spin on it. My spin is Negan is the best leader ever. LaShawna, you empathetic too. That's why you like Rick. You empathetic in all the wrong times. Well, Leon, if we look at it in a different way. No, bash his head with the baseball bat. Bash his head with the baseball bat. Get him out of here. Leon, no. Bash his head with the baseball bat. Let one of his eyes hang. That is the ugliest, most gruesome thing I ever seen. My God. Hey, that dude Negan, bro. Okay, I'm finished. One more thing, Jose. Can I say one more thing?
Nah, right.
I like the whisperers.
Oh, yeah. They were different.
They found something. They found something. I'm going to leave it at that. Lee, you saw it before? Everybody was like, bro, you so late. I'm like, no, I'm perfect. I'm perfect timing with this thing. Yeah. It came at the right time. I got to knock it out. 11 seasons in a month has got to be record breaking. Anyway, episode 87, man. Jose, how you feeling, bro?
Man, amazing. We back in the building.
Back in the building.
Getting my DMs crazy. Like,
Oh, we got 2,000 people in the chat at 30 minutes, Jose.
Yeah.
2,000 people in the chat at 30 minutes. We like that. That means our people back home, they was ready. Shout out to Natalie and Nicole for the super chat. She back in the squad. Oh, Jose, let me say this too. I have developed a love for football. Football.
I thought you said fruit balls.
Football, bro. Score. Soccer, bro. I have developed a love for it, and I'm a rookie. I'm looking for a personal soccer coach in the Atlanta area. Don't be filming me, putting me on blast. I'm willing to pay for it because I really want, at 41, I decided to learn that I want to play soccer. And I really want to be good at it. I don't want to be mediocre, Jose. Mm-hmm. I want to be all right. I want to be...
You want to be like me?
Negative. Negative. Jose, you called your daddy, and he said he threw the trophies away. That's how I know for a fact you weren't that good. That was a bunch of participation trophies, dog. was a bunch of parents don't throw away big trophies. They throw away participation trophies, dog. That's what that was. That was third place, outstanding participant trophies, dog. That's what that was. 100%. That's what that was. That's what that was. So at 41, I have decided that soccer will be my. Because here's the thing. Like when I'm talking to people and they be like, yo, what do you like to do? I be like, shit, work. I like to read. I like to invest. I like to work out. Yeah, that's what I like to do. And now they like, so now I can say, I like to play soccer. I think that's some dope stuff, bro. But now I got to work on my legs a little more, a lot more. Because them boys be kicking. And I got shot in the leg. So that's the one, got to do some more calves, some more quads. Got to have power. So Jose, going for it, dog. Soccer.
We're about to have a live drink. When we have the audience here, we're going to have
So, in April, we are having our, not first, but we bringing back, April, we are bringing back 50 people in-person event. What is it, 197? 197, we bringing that back for the in-person experience. So we bringing that back. Y'all asked for it. Literally, y'all asked for it. This is definitely not just, y'all literally asked for it. Like, bro, bring back the in-person. You tripping. So the goal is, LaShawna, what, every month or every other month? Every month. We need to negotiate that policy. Just know we bringing it back. We're bringing it back. April 23rd. April what? April the 23rd?
Oh, wow.
They ain't even let me get ready. Sheesh, I just found out. All right, so I just found out just now. So next week, I'll have the link ready then. Shit, I just found out today. On live. So y'all found out when I found out. That's what operation managers do. What happened, George? Bring them over. Okay, so everybody that is on the live, come on over to the YouTube. But before we do that, let's go with our mantra right quick so they can get a dose of what we doing. Damn, LaShawna. When you was going to tell me that?
We've been talking about it. It was an audio.
Damn. You sent me an audio?
Well, we talked about it, and then I sent the audio throughout 2 days, and then,
I don't recollect that. Damn, I'm confused. I messed up for a second. All right, let's get it, y'all. Y'all know what we doing. If you new here, welcome to the family. If you been here for a while, welcome back home. I'm back home. We here. Let's get to it. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I am confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I am more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, I break all the chains that anchor me to that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I have turned our last name to an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will a generation behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper, and Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, 2 days. All right, man, so we got a lot to talk about today. Let's get into it. We 36 minutes in, and I haven't mentioned a stock. But that's all right. That's all right. All right, so let's just get into it, man. So we got a lot to talk about today. Again, let me just shout my people out, man. Dolls, I'll see you. Prudent Mom, we see you. Tori, we see you. Rashad, we see you. Shazam X, we see you. Sig Hustles, we see you. Isaiah Taylor, we see you. I appreciate you. Amelie, I see you. Drizzy Montana, I see you. Ebony Williamson, we see you. Jamarcus Smith, we see you. Said Mine, I see you. Double Law, my family out in Kuwait, we see you. Infinite, stop committing financial infidelity. We like that. Let's go, man. So let's go with our Hosea, we see you. All right, man, let's get to it. Word on the street, man. Let's get to it. We got a lot to talk about. All right, so today all three indices ended down, but we had, and the market has been like this the last couple of days, right? We've been having these, but it hasn't really been a strong rally. It's been a, yeah, it had like spurts in the market. Well, it'll navigate, and then end of the day, we'll have a sell-off. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. But today, I think we may see a couple red days because of what happened at the end of today. So at the end of the day, a quote came out that the Fed may not cut rates this year. Now, what does that mean, and why would that cause a red day? All right. So we've been hearing the term higher for longer, which means interest rates will be higher a little bit longer, which means inflation is going to be up a little bit longer, which means the cost of everything you're paying for is going to be up a little bit longer. Now, we had a lot of optimism in the market early on in the year simply because last year it was said that, the Fed going to cut rates 6 times. Now, what happens is, remember the Fed, when we listen to Jerome Powell, for y'all who don't know, for those who may not know what I mean by when I say the Fed, we're talking about the Federal Reserve Bank, which is an independent entity of the United States of America, right? So the Federal Reserve is responsible for monetary policy. We'll say that. Right? And they are responsible for what they like to call, what's this word I want to use right here? Price stability. Price stability is the Fed saying that we need everything to be in range for the American people to buy, essentially. Right? So price stability is their number one goal, and it's the ability for the American people to be able to afford the goods that America offers you to buy. Why? Because America is a consumer-based economy, meaning the more you spend money, the more America essentially does well, right? Which is why things like recessions and market collapses aren't really looked at as proverbial good. Right? But we know that as something increases over time, it has to fall so it can correct itself, which is why me personally, I felt like in 2020, we should have had a recession. I personally don't feel like we should have now, a lot of people going to be mad at me for this, Jose, right? But I'm speaking from a little bit of personal, but more so of understanding money. Watch this, Jose. Most people know how to use money, but not know how money is used. That's good. That's good. That's good. Right? So we are taught how to use money, but we're never educated on how money is used. And so because how money is used is the most important thing, we always are fearful in moments where we can maximize our dollar. Does that make sense? All right, so when we dig deeper in that, let me make that make sense. In the streets, I have a saying that is, I didn't come up with it, but it's, you make more money in a drought. right? And the reason why you make more money in a drought is because now you can take a product that is scarce and maximize the upside on it, right? So in a drought, whatever the product is, so every drug of choice, and please excuse me for using this as an example, but this is how I always make finances make sense to me, right? So in the streets, very rarely will every drug be in a drought, right? I think the only time that really happened was during 9/11, right? Because everything was on lock in America. But you'll have moments where dog food may be on a drought, where cocaine may not be on a drought, but where cocaine is on a drought, but weed is popping, but where weed may be on a drought and the other things may. And that happens because throughout the course of the street economics, every economy has to correct itself, right? Every economy has to correct itself. So I remember an old head told me one time, every time you score something, put a little bit on the side because you never know when a drought gonna come and you can make more with it during a drought. So every time I would get a package, I would put a little bit on the side, a little bit of something for a drought, right? Now, let me bring that back. Let me bring it back to economic terms. Recessions allow assets and the dollar to correct themselves, right? So when there's too much money in the economy, the dollar loses value because everything now has to cost a little bit more because so much money is in the economy, right? So during COVID, so much money was in the economy. Something that cost you $1.17 in 2019, by the end of 2020, that same thing cost you $1.35. That's inflation. Because so much money was in the economy. So recessions are necessary because recessions allow money to leave and they allow assets to come back down to stable pricing. Man, I hope I'm making sense right now to us. Lee, am I making sense? All right, good. All right, so in essence, recessions are necessary. But watch this. Recessions only harm the ill-prepared. Recessions only harm the ill-prepared. And the ill-prepared is often the people who learned how to use money and not how money is used. Recessions often hinder people who live a life off wages and not profits. All right. But also, in these events, everything that you need, the necessities before the recession, now become things that you negotiate. Like, do I pay for gas or do I skip work? Right? Do I spend the money on this meal or do I eat leftovers? Like, things that you normally do now, you start to negotiate with because the dollar has lost so much value. At the same time, as the dollar is losing value and cost of goods are going up, oftentimes wages don't match the price, which is now why the Fed, the number one job is price stability. I came full circle with that one, Jose. We came full circle with that. Right? And so recessions are needed because they regulate the economy. They regulate. If you go back in history, I can promise you, every time a recession happens, the poor people get poorer, but the wealthy people double or quadruple their net worth. I can almost promise you that. Because they now have the opportunity to take advantage of the people who knew how to use money, because the wealthy become the people who actually knew how money was used. So let me make it make sense again in street terminology. Recessions are equivalent to having a digital scale and you having to put the nickel on it because you used it too much. Jose looked like, what the hell does that mean? So for my trappers, they understand that the reason why you gotta put the nickel on the digital scale is because the nickel weighs 0.5. And the 0.5 of the nickel on the scale is how you recalibrate the digital scale. So recessions recalibrate the economy. Goddamn, that boy back. That boy back. That boy is back. That boy is back. Jose, 6 days of mindless activity, bruh. And this is what I come back with. I'm recalibrated. Okay, y'all, I need you to give me a commercial right quick so I can break my fast in 30 seconds. Y'all give me that 30 seconds right quick, y'all. All right, give me 30 seconds. All right. Jose, I got...
What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece. And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like, you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, one, because they weren't in the community, and two, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor, learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap.
Do it.
What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece. And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like, you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, one, because they weren't in the community, and two, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor, learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap.
Listen, y'all, I'm dedicated. You feel me? I've been doing this since 2002, man. So I appreciate y'all for allowing me to run my 2 little ads. You know, I be eating granola, man. You know, I can't eat a meal, but this honey coconut granola, bro, pretty good, though. We need to try to get it. Farmer's market? No, I got this from Publix, dog. Publix, dog. Nah, I got this from Publix. Nah, I'm good. So anyway, all right, so we were talking about recessions and recalibrating. And that's what recessions are. So recessions allow the economy to recalibrate. So what I want us to do is I want us to stop fearing the recession, and I want us to start embracing them. Right? Now here's what we know. I want us to understand that there are different levels of recession. So I've been saying that we've been in a recession since 2020 because all the data says it. But the stock market and the data, they aren't brother and sister, they like first cousins. Right? Because the stock market can do one thing, like George is my what, second cousin? Right? So the stock market can do one thing and the economy can be doing something completely different simply because the market is based on people's emotion. The economy is based on data. Right? Economic data tells us about the economy. The stock market is based on someone's emotion. So that's why things like earnings and profits and subscribers and guidance, these things are important because they help investors feel good about the future. And so if investors feel good about the future, they don't care what's going on in the economy. The reason why they don't care what's going on in the economy is because the business is still doing what? Making money. The one thing we got to realize is that the businesses that we invest in, the stocks are a symbolic representation of ownership in a real live business that is really making money. So it is often important for you to be able to, I don't want to just say diversify, but find great businesses that can print money no matter the weather. Come on, y'all. You feel me? We got to find them business. So let me ask you a question. If we go through a recession, I just want to put y'all on some, I want to make y'all think for a second, right? If we went through a recession, would people still go to Disney World? Right? Would people still go to Disney World in a recession? Lee, would people still go to Disney World if we go in a recession? You think they would cut back, right? Exactly. So people would cut back. Like Disney wouldn't be top of the list if we went in a recession. Watch this though. Would people still need their insulin if we was in a recession? So a company like Eli Lilly gonna still what? Print money. Right? If we in a recession, watch this. Will people still go to Walmart? Low price leader. Right? But in a recession, would people still spend money at the luxury brands? Now watch this. You are comparing it to the PPP. That was free money. Ain't no more free money. You comparing it to when free money was given away. People won't spend money like they did. So what's going to happen is the more disposable money that takes a hit, the more businesses, it's about to be good. There are some businesses that are optimized when people have the more disposable money that people have. their business model is curated around people having disposable money. So when people don't have as much disposable money, then that business, it may not collapse, but that profit will take a hit. And because that profit takes a hit, the market will no longer feel confident in said business. Right? But businesses that are not another example. Meta. Do you think Meta would still make money in a recession? Why?
I think I might make more money.
Bingo. You know why? Because in a recession, companies know that people are going to be inside more. So they're going to spend more money on what? Digital ads to be in front of you, because now they're going to spend more money trying to squeeze whatever little money you have out of you. So they're actually positioned to make more money in a recession. So when we looking at companies, we got to ask ourselves, I want to invest in a company that can make a lot of money in a recession or not in a recession. Those are the companies that will be essential to our portfolio. Now, when we building out our portfolio, golly, this is a portfolio masterclass, Jose, right? Write that down. Portfolio masterclass, 50 people inside here. We're going to do that, right? So when we building out our portfolio, we also got to tell ourselves this. Okay, now that we got our core portfolio, what are the layers now that we can now construct, but they don't become part of our top 5 positions? Right? Like, so for me, and I'm going to be real with you. So a company like, watch this. In a recession, do you think people will travel as much? So that means cruise lines, airlines, Expedia, Bookings Holdings, these type of companies won't do well. But Bookings Holdings is a great company. But it wouldn't be part of my top 5 because I know I can't predict when a recession is going to happen. So when a recession happens, they're going to be affected the most. But when the economy turns around and we get into that running bull market, I can now up this from my 10th position to my 5th position or my 3rd position, because now that the economy is running, people have more what? Disposable money. God, Jose, I was down for 6 days, bro. That's how I came back. This how I come back. I come back ready to give game. Right? Damn, we an hour in and I ain't even got into the goddamn content. Shit. Tootie saying, keep going. Tootie, bro, you should have known that, bro. I've been gone for 6 days. I got to feed my people, man. Don't do me that, bro. Y'all put in the chat, tell Tootie, let that man cook, man. Because he's going to be up here talking about, come on, bro. Yeah, keep going. All right, so moving forward. All right, so we cooked for a second right there. That was good. I like that. I like when we can talk like that off top of the head. Boy, that haircut, that fire. Yeah. Oh, let me say this. I found a real cool barber in the A. And I want to say this, man, I wasn't disrespecting none of the barbers in the A. I think that came out, I think people took it wrong. So you can be a good barber, but just not for everybody. Like you maybe not be for that person, right? And I think the people who I was getting, they wasn't for me. It's not saying it wasn't good. I picked them because I'm like, oh, that's a fresh cut. Yeah, that cut fresh, what you doing. So probably just wasn't for me, but there are good barbers, but I do believe that barbers in New Orleans need to pick up the grooming part that barbers in Atlanta do. They'll be cold-blooded, because New Orleans, they so rude, bro. Man, get your ass out my chair, dog. It's rude in New Orleans, but they can cut. They've been cutting since they was 3. You know what I'm saying? So found a dope barber in the A, man. Real cool dude, man. Young dude. He go crazy. I like it. So let me just say that, man. There are some good barbers in Atlanta. There are great barbers in Atlanta. But based on me and what I had been accustomed to. I was trying to find the one that gave me the feel I wanted. So let me just say that. All right, let's get into it, too. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. All right, so let's get into our heat check. This makes sense right here. Y'all know with our puts and calls, you know, anytime it's over a 1, that means the market went a little bearish that day. We can see we had 2.9 million calls. We had 3 million puts. I promise you, I do think that this is going to be a short week because I think Friday the market is closed for Easter. To what you call it observance of Easter? That's what you call it? Like when you recognize a holiday and you give it a day off. Like the observance of Easter, right? So that's what it'd be like if Christmas was on a well, that ain't on a Saturday. Yeah, like certain days, like when they have the shifting holidays, when the shift days, so they'll give you like the Friday off because the holiday may be on the weekend or something like that. So for observance of Easter, I think the market is closed Friday. So I think we have a 4-day week this week in the market. I think we have a short week this week, if I'm not mistaken. So I personally think that I think that we probably may have 2 more days like we had today. I don't think they're gonna be strenuous, but I definitely think they're gonna be down. Yep, Good Friday. Yep, I think they're gonna be down. I think Wednesday and Thursday will be down days. Just because of that one statement of, I don't think the Fed is going to cut rates. And it wasn't something I said, it's something that came up at the end of the day. The market was up like almost a little bit over 0.25%. And then at like 3:30, that statement came out and the market just went down 0.5%. So that's what I think. Let's move a little further. All right, so here's our heat map, man. As you can see, Tesla got a surprise pop today. Meta down 1%. And here's what I'm going to say was crazy, bro. When the market be going down, Google be going up. I've noticed that. Wow. I don't know, bro. I don't know what the heck been going on lately, but when the days when the market be down, Google be up. When the market be up, Google been down. I don't know. That's crazy. All right, so we got Microsoft down today. Oracle, Nvidia down 2% today. AVGO down 1%. Uber down 1%. ServiceNow up. Tesla got a good bite today. United Healthcare, Intuitive Surgical is up today. Very few money green spots on the list today. Let's go a little further to it. All right, the market still was in semi-greed. I like when they go past 75. But I also like when it's on the other side of 50, on the back side of 50, because I know I'm about to get something on sale, right? So let's go a little further. Let's get into it. Let's get into some topics. Oh, my bad. Recession portfolio. I want to talk to the people. You hear me? Got to show y'all recession portfolio. Let's go to it. So total gain so far this year is today we had a $95,000 thing. Total gain this year, but I told you it wasn't big enough. Total gain this year is 1.5 million. As you can see, 1.4. Just in the options portfolio, up 123%. Right now, working, we have $1 million in capital gains. I've cashed out so far $402,000. Now here's the thing about this, Jose. Watch this. I started this options account with $400,000. Right? So, but for me, as of right now, you see I got $29,000 cash on hand because I take all my profits and put it back in the market into position. I turn my profits into positions. Y'all know one of my goals for this show is to make $1 million in one trade and then eventually start trading $500,000 to $1 million every time I go. I got big goals, Lee. Big goal, family. I think big over here. You feel me? I'm standing on my financial faith, Jose. All right, let's go a little further to it. All right, so let's get into our plays. As y'all can see, man, we got the heat map. Oh, let me do, damn. They got my phone up there, so I can't call the percentages out. Throw me the phone, George. I like to call my percentages out to the people, man. They gotta see it. Motherfucker was high, the light was in my eye. I ain't want. The worst thing could have happened is they try to set me up, you hear me? Try to set me up. It be your own people. It be your own people, dog. Light went straight in my eye, dog. The worst thing would have ever happened is that phone hit me in my face, dog. Dang, dog. That would have looked at trash, dog. I would have been out, dog. I would have never heard the end of that, dog. Man, Trap, can't trying to play soccer. You know how to catch, dog. I bet. So, AMAT, we are up 19% still on that play. Shout out to the Patreon for that. Amazon, we are up 225%, so we still up for that, but that's down 1,000. This AVGO play, so the first AVGO play was the one I put in the Patreon. The second one was the one I did first, and that's why I say when you make a mistake, you got to either correct it in a moment or do what you're going to do. So I was trying to put the 1380 call in some kind of way. I'm moving too fast. I hit the 1480 call. When I realized I had it, I was like, dang. But I just went with it. But the play that I put in the Patreon was the 1380. So that's how I wound up doing that. So that play is down 18%. The other one is down 28%. So I'm not worried about AVGO simply because it moves in bunches. It's one of the ones that I know that moves in bunches. So I'm not really panicking. It meets my criteria. I got a couple people in the Patreon that's really kind of scared about this one, and I don't really know why though. But I know why, because it was an expensive play. It was one of the more expensive ones, and you just got to be willing to. For me, you know what I don't like when people tell me, Jose? I ain't rich like you, Trap. I don't like that. I don't like when people say that.
Hey, some of them joints is kind of, I just learned. I'm like, oh.
Well, but the reason why I don't like when people say that to me is because if you don't get in it.
I definitely was on the side.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like when people tell me that, but like that kind of like, it hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings. In a way because you knew the price of it when you got in it. You saw it. It said 12,000 or 1,000 or. You could have been like, nah, I ain't messing with that one. But here's what happened. If you're going to follow my lead, follow me. But you still got to have the discernment and understanding. And here's the thing that I can't teach you. And this would be the craziest thing to me, Jose. They'd be like, Trap, what's up with? I'd be like, what you mean what's up with it? What do you want me to magically turn the switch on and make it go the other way? What am I supposed to do? I'm in it like you. What you want me to do? I just followed my blueprint. They'd be like, Trap, what's up with such and such, such and such? I'd be like, I'm watching the same stuff you watching, bro. What I got a switch? It's green now. I can't. What do I do? And I say all the time, though, like, I just base all my decisions on my formula. And because I base my decisions on my formula, I'm confident when I make them. Like somebody hit me and they said, when Trap said, this the biggest one I ever made, that's the one I'm waiting on. And I don't think you should wait for that because I treat everyone the same. You feel me? Don't wait for me to say this is the biggest one because they all meet the criteria. You just got to choose which one you want to be and which one you don't want to be in. So, to everybody in the Patreon, I don't have a magic switch. I can't turn the market green. I can.
Most of them ride.
No, 90% of them ride. But I know what it is, so that's why I don't get mad. It's simply, I'm pushing them to play a game at a bigger stage, on a bigger stage. Right? And that's what it is. So you've never put that much money up, but you've also never seen these big of a profits before. And that's what I mean by you got to be willing to take a 5-figure loss to make 6 figures. And I'm not saying you're about to lose right here. Right? To me, a stock being down 19%, like that don't even much, I don't blink an eye at that. That's for a company like ABGO, that's 2 up days. You wake up, and we was up one day, and it did it. One day we woke up, it was up $40. So, I don't know, it's just part of the game, man. It's just part of the game. Anyway, so we got our CrowdStrike. We killing it on that one. But I'm kind of disappointed in that one. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of disappointed in CrowdStrike only because at one point it was up like 75%. And now it's up like 54%. I'm tweaking for it to get 100. I'm tweaking for it to get to 100 because I have 20 contracts of it. So, all right, next one is another we put in the group. This one turned green for us. Here's the crazy part about this one. I think the Patreon actually got a better deal on this one than me. I think they got a better deal on that one than me. Here's why. Because once I make the play, I go into Patreon and say, yo, I just made the play. Like, it's almost simultaneous, right? But by the time I put the play in the Patreon, like a minute might pass. I actually think my Patreon people got a better price on this than me because their percentages is up better than mine. Because, I'm like, bruh. Like, they're like, Trap, I'm up 10%. I'm like, yo, I'm still down 8%. How? But I think they got a better price because I think when I got in it, it went down. By the time I put it in, it went down like $1. And they caught it when it went down $1. And so they upside on it. And yo, I'm looking like, what? They're like, yo, Trap, I'm up 8%, 9%. I'm like, man, I got the right guy down. Huh? Yeah, okay, they know what it is, right? So I was just like, dang. So, but I'm a believer in that one, so we'll be all right on that. Again, now I will say, I'm going to watch CNBC tomorrow. And if I do hear that Jerome Powell not going to cut rates, I'm going to have to make some shifts. That will alter my story. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to lie. If they come out with a story where he say he not cutting rates, the market going to pivot. The market going to pivot. And so I'm going to have to adjust. So I will say that to the Patreon group, if so far we only took 1 loss this year, and I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with that. What that is, dog? Fruit. Oh, so I do want to pay attention to that. Then we got our 2 Google plays. Look, them plays was red. Both of them plays was red, bro. Both of those plays was red. I'm talking about, bro. Listen, on the Google September play, I was down 45%. I was down $20,000 on this play, $25,000 on that play. And I've been had it now for 4 months. Out of like December. I was down 45%, 50%. I think it touched 50%. I was down like $20-something thousand. And I was just like, But here we are. I'm up $299 now. You feel me? So, and that's what I mean by being able to navigate a play. Now, why didn't I sell it? It's because it was fluctuating in these moments, right? It was nothing really. So it's about understanding who the company is you're dealing with. Like Google doesn't perform like the other tech stocks. It actually moves really slow, but it moves better than Apple, but worse, but not like Amazon. Right? So Google moves better than Apple, but not like Amazon. And Google is always going through something. Like they are always, out of all of the Mag 7, they the ones always in the spotlight for doing something. So the collaboration with Apple came out. Boom. That was like, all right, that was a banger. The Gemini. So Google is now going to take Gemini and make Gemini the #1 chat bot on iPhones. That's what they're going to do. Right? So you know Google already pays Apple $20 billion a year for search. And that's why I be telling Apple people and iPhone people, they're like, yo, we got to stop because they both getting paid off us. They, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's how Google moves. So I didn't panic on it. I was like, all right, let's just slug it out. But here we go now. The other one, this one, I was down on maybe like 30%, but now I'm up $8,000 on it. The June 21 call, I was down maybe like 20, 30%. Now I'm up $8,000. I'm trying to see the percentage on it right quick so I can give them that. I'm up 85% now. I was down 20% on that play. On the June 21 call, I was down 20%. I'm now up 85%. I have 9 contracts. On the September call, I was down 45%. Real talk. If you go look at the recession portfolio from a month ago, this play is down $20-something thousand. It was the only play that was down. At one point, it was the only play down. It was down 45%. But now that play is up 1%, and I'm up $299. I have 25 contracts on it. So that's what I want us to understand about when we're not day trading. So because we're not day trading, we got to take away the day trading mindset. Nothing wrong with day trading, that's your thing, but those rules don't apply to us. And so because those rules don't apply to us, we got to adapt and adjust to the game we playing. So when somebody come call me, they like, yo, I'm down 19%, I'm about to go crazy. I'm like, bruh, maybe this game ain't for you. Or you just got to increase your financial fortitude. Right? You got to increase your financial fortitude. So let's go a little further, Tootie. Trying to see so I can be up on the place. No, go back. I think we missed one, huh? Yep, so we got the Eli Lilly play. Yep, so Eli Lilly, we are up, what is that? All right, Eli Lilly, we up 68%. We waiting on that one to turn, get past 100. The meta play, we down on both of those, but we up on both of the meta plays, 464%, another 338%. But I will say on both of the meta plays, I have now, on both of the meta plays, we got 4 contracts left and 4 contracts left. I started off with 10 contracts on both of those. I sold it, I had 5, and then I ate again. So we've been eating up. So I probably up on both of those plays, probably 200 bands. Because if we up 60 or 60 right now, that means that's 120 if I sold half. So, yep, we about like that. So, anyway, Netflix play, we are up 161%. I had 10 contracts, I sold 5. I'm good on that. And now we got 5 NVIDIA plays. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are up. So the newest NVIDIA play is the NVIDIA 1000 call. For my people in the Patreon, we lost on the Palo Alto play. I lost $32,000 on that play. So what I did was watch this. My NVIDIA 630 call, I want that to be my $1 million call. I had 22 contracts. When I lost on the Palo Alto play, I sold 2 of those contracts because the play is up 300%. And I put the two contracts I sold, I bought 2 more contracts in a December $1,000 contract. That make sense? So I took the $32,000 loss on Palo Alto. NVIDIA was down. I had 22 contracts on the 630 call. I sold 2, so now I got 20 because the play was up 300%. And I put 2 contracts on the NVIDIA 1000 call, and that call is up 26%, and I've made $26,000. So I'm about to go get my $32,000 back. Now, they got people in the Patreon who followed me in that play. And I told them they lost their mind. I see all of y'all mind. They were like, nah, Trav, we rocking. Like, we riding, dog. You see? And so I know they feel good about it. And then we got the NVIDIA 410 call. Right, that call is up 100,000, but we up 500%. Bruh, we up 771% on this play, dog. That was my $1 million play, dog. The NVIDIA 410. So I have 3 contracts. I had 9. I've taken 6 contracts off the table. I got 6 contracts. I got 3 left at 100,000. That was my $1 million play, dog. It's up 771% right now.
Wait, so you took no profits?
It'll be crazy. I had 9 contracts. And I think that cost me like $100,000. So you figure if I'm up 700%, that play right there will be up about 700-something thousand. But I follow my rules after half. All right. So the next NVIDIA play is the NVIDIA June. Is up 118,000. That one up 535%. I got 3 contracts. I had 10 of those. And then the third one is my August 16th. It's up 321%. I'm at 492,000. I have 20 contracts, and I want that one to be my $1 million play. So I just gotta thug it out. I ain't gonna cut nothing. I ain't cutting nothing. That's the only one. I ain't cutting nothing. I'm like, I want this one to be the $1 million play. I ain't cutting nothing. I'm just. Now I'm pissed a little bit because it was up 657%. Now it's up. No, I'm lying. It was up 657,000. So that was about 420%, something like that. All right. So I'm gonna hold that one till. I'm gonna hold that joint, dog. I was in the shower the other day and I said, is you being greedy, Trev? I was like, hell yeah. I had to be honest with myself. Like, I am being greedy. Just one play. I'm good for one, Jose. All right. Let's go a little further. So we got another NVIDIA contract. We got the QQQ contract. We got the SMA's contract. Go a little further to it. Yep, and we got the QQQ, SMH. Both of those are up. The QQQ is up 30%. The SMH is up 235%. Here's another play. We down 18% on it. We got the XLY play. That's the one I gave away on Instagram for free. It's up 15%. $1,000. I got what? 6 contracts in it, and then we got the XLY. So right now, out of 22 plays, I am down on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays. I'll take that. All right, let's go a little further to it just to end this out. And then we got our buy and hold recession portfolio. That's all buy and hold. I got 2 new plays I'm about to put in there. I got 2 new plays, Jose. I'm putting one in tomorrow. Yeah. I'm putting one in tomorrow. This one gonna be a banger here, dog. So we got Costco, we up. EME is up, FICO is up, Eli Lilly is up, Meta is up, NVIDIA up, VTRX is up. The market is up 9%. We are up 28%. We are beating the piss out of the market. Let's go a little further. Thank y'all. I know that took me a little while. Huh? Oh, my bad. If you want to join the Patreon, man, Jose put the link in. Come join the Patreon. Listen, I will say I do not teach in the Patreon. I just put the plays in the Patreon, but I do answer questions. I'm not going to lie. The DM in the Patreon, I had good intentions to try to answer every one of them, but as the group got bigger, it's hard. It stays at 99. I may answer 20 questions, and then it don't move. So I'm going to be real with y'all. I try my best. I answer about 20 of them a day, literally. I try my best. But I want to say shout out to my people that's inside the Patreon. People like Gutter CEO. I may miss some people. Gutter CEO, Infinite 28, There's a lot of people inside of the Patreon that really, really help me out. That really, really help me out in the Patreon by just answering questions, being in a group a little while. So thank y'all for that. I be trying my best, y'all. Don't call me a scam because I can't answer all the questions. You said you was gonna answer the question, that nigga a scam. I be trying, y'all. It's a lot, y'all. It was a lot, y'all. It was a lot. Marcus, why would you do that, Marcus? Marcus, why would you say that? I'm gonna kick you out the chat, dog. Why would you do that, bro? Why would you say that was the blackout play? That don't make no sense, bro. That's not cool. That ain't cool, Marcus, bro. The reason why I blacked out for a reason, bro. Don't do that. Don't go against the grain. All right, let's go a little further, man. Let's get into some top. All right, here we go, bro. From struggling to pay bond to top 500 wealthiest. Donald Trump's net worth reportedly soars $6.5 billion after the company stock jumps. Now, here's what I'm gonna say. This is not Republican. This is not Democratic. This is not about Trump. This is not about Biden. This is truly about the stock market to me. To me, and I'm gonna say something after this. Now, a judge told him that he cannot touch. Yeah, bro, you can't do that, man. Tomorrow for sure, yep. So a judge told Donald Trump that he cannot touch that for 60 days, right? So here's what I think gonna happen. I could be wrong, but I think this is a classic pump and dump scheme right here. One, because it's not a traditional IPO, it went through a SPAC, which means it went through a blank check company, right? It's a company, they don't got no product, they don't got no service, they just got a big old bank. They got a wallet, right? That's the second way you can go. You can go direct listing, which is the way normal people go, or you can go via SPAC. And it's a lot of the SPAC companies that went IPO, this is called special acquisition, they are no longer here. Like, they out of here, right? But what I will say is this dude he's the trapper's trapper. He knows, watch this, he is one of the people that knows how money is used, not just how to use money. And I think the thing that we often missed, and I'm gonna be real with y'all, I think the thing that we often missed is we will so not like a person, we miss the lesson. Do I think Donald Trump should be the president? I don't know, shit. It don't really matter because no president has ever helped my people. That's the way I feel in the hood, right? But what I do know is here's a man that got New York City to give him a 60-year tax abatement. Right? He built it first time, he got 40 years. Then the second time, he got 20 years. Tax abatement. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. And then when he did it the third time, New York said, we're not doing that for you. And he took New York to court. He took the governor of New York City to court and won. He didn't get an abatement, but he got like a $200 and something million tax credit. It's not about whether you like somebody or not. It's about, I tell us this, we are new to money. Not saying that our people haven't made money, but what happens is there's a rule book on how to be wealthy in America. There's a playbook on it. And the playbook on how to be wealthy in America does not consist of working for 40 years, retiring, and chilling. That ain't the playbook for how to be wealthy in America. That's the playbook that the wealthy people in America wrote for the people they need to work to keep them wealthy in America. That's what that is. So what we gotta do is, we gotta sit back and say, who is playing a game at a high level, and how do I take some of the stuff they doing and apply it to where I'm at on my level so I can keep going, right? And so I've always said that the stock market is, and it's nothing against real estate or anything else, I've always said that the stock market is the #1 way to gain massive wealth in America. Because you don't have to build $1 billion business, all you have to do is invest in one. So here's what he did. He has 80 million shares of his Trump media, right? He has 80 million shares. They collaborated with this, or they merged with another company, Technology World, when they make the merger under the SPAC company, which is the blank check company, the stock soars. Is it not a coincidence that the dude just was trying to struggle to pay $454 million bond? The bond got reduced to $175 million. The next day, the company goes SPAC, the IPO goes through the roof. The reason why people do SPAC IPOs is because you don't got to go through the whole direct IPO process. You don't got to go get underwritten. You can go SPAC the next day. As long as the SPAC company is already there. That's what he did. Stock surged 50%. He owned 80 million shares. He go from struggling to pay money to being in the wealthiest 500 people in the world. This is not a coincidence. My question is, do we hate the player or do we hate the game? Right? Because I remember one of the wealthiest people in the world said, let me control the money. I don't care who make the laws. That was a Rothschild that made up that statement. Right? He said, let me control the money. Yo, I don't care who make the laws. Because he understood that as long as you got money, you can make the laws move in your favor. Now, people may not agree with me on this, and that's cool because people so stuck on a Republican and Democrat, and we not even realizing that when you got your own money, when you got money, or when you start accumulating wealth, you can then start positioning yourself to take advantage to the rules that was written for successful people in America. And that's what I want us to do. I want us to stop getting so caught up in Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that, Joe Biden this, Joe Biden that, and start getting caught up in how do I play the game? What's the rules to the game? What's the rules to the game? 6.5 million, 80 million shares. He can't touch it for 60 days. Don't be surprised if he gets some type of 60-day abatement, right? And then he can sell 40 million of the shares. Stock plummets. He come up off a couple billion. Now everybody that rushed to get the stock, you stuck holding that. He pay off the 175 million. He's still sitting on 1-2 billion. He back to talking Donald Trump talk again. He bring out the red hat. It's just how the game go. It's no different than seeing Bill Ackman. It's no different than seeing Bill Ackman take $27 million, get on CNBC and say, the stock market is about to crash, everybody need to get out of the market, yada, 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 yada. Turn 27 million into 2.6 billion. He had a 100-fold return. It's no different. Getting on TV, using your voice, positioning the market the way you want to position it, making people acknowledge what you're saying and your credibility, the market plummets, not realizing you got short positions on the other side. You cash out, you turn 27 million to 2.6 billion. Nobody tells you nothing. Do we hate the players or do we just not know the game? See, a lot of times people sit on the side and hate the players just because they don't know how to play the game. And we get mad at the people playing the game when we not realizing that the game is eligible. You are an eligible participant. You are an eligible participant in this game. This game don't care about your credit. This game don't care about your background. This game don't care about what you come from. This game don't care about your mama did this, your daddy did that, my mama was a drunk, my daddy was a drunk, I was abandoned. This game don't care about that. Do you got the money to put in the machine and do you understand the rules? If so, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. But the problem is we get so caught up on, man, I don't know. Them stocks is hard. I don't really understand that. No, what's really hard is living the same financial life year in and year out, watching everybody else succeed, thinking they know something more than you know. All right, I get it. I ain't 6'9", I ain't 240, so I ain't gonna get rich playing basketball. Bet. right? I'm 41, I'm just starting to play soccer. I'm not going to get messy money. All right, that's cool, right? I'm 41, so I can't rap. I'm too late in the game for that. But man, I can play this game for the rest of my life. And I can just play this network game and keep on compounding my network. And all I got to keep doing is paying attention to the people that's playing the game. God forbid I get enough information and people in my corner to learn how to go public. It's a whole nother, you got a whole nother giant you're going to be dealing with then. If I learn how to go public and we got the trap stock on the market, you done really created a monster. So I want us to just pay attention to that, man. I want us to dig into that. Let's go a little further to it. All right, so watch this, man. Visa and MasterCard settled on this dope case, right? So the case was that Visa, I wrote this down. So Visa and MasterCard settled a swiping fee case. Watch this. They're now about to cost $14 billion. Visa and MasterCard, they're about to save merchants $14 billion because they're going to lessen the fees on what you spend for using the card. They're about to lessen the fees. And it's going to save $14 billion for the people, bro. And it's up till, they will halt all increases till 2030. I think that's a win for the people. I think that's a super win for the people right there. Let's go a little further. All right, here's a reality check. 56% of Americans can't afford a $1,000 emergency expense. This data just came out this week. So when I look at that, I ask myself this question. What is the reason behind this? What is the reason behind this? Is it because America has failed its people? Is it because the people haven't truly learned how to use money, like we talk about, or know how money is used? But I'll be honest with you, I don't see how, and I don't want people to feel like, man, I'm disconnected. But we live in America. There is no cap on how much money you can produce in this country. So is it lack of education? Yep. Is it lack of exposure? True. But how long do we let that be the crutch in which we stand on? Now, I get it. Once you come into the information, it's hard to show people what you're doing and what you've learned if what you've learned and what you're doing hasn't changed your life. It's hard. But how long will you, the person who have the information, let the people around you not have $1,000 for an emergency expense? Because the one thing I often say is once you become knowledgeable, you have now became responsible. So I'm responsible for my family now. I'm responsible for the next couple generations that they have to learn financial literacy. They have to learn about investing. They have to learn about business. I'm responsible for that. So at some point, I become responsible that my family doesn't have $1,000 for an emergency expense. At some point, I take on that. Because when we talk about generational wealth, we're not talking about one person, we're talking about a family. We're talking about a bloodline. We're talking about lineage. We talk about turning our family last name to an asset. I'm not telling you save the world. I'm just telling you in the Trappin mantra, we say, I will be responsible for increasing my family's purchasing power. We cannot live by that and then take parts that we don't want to abide by. Like, I really take full responsibility because my family been telling me since Christmas. They hit me up last month like, Trap, free. Bro, let's get on the call so we can put the thing together. I'm like, all right, bro, like, I got to get my tax stuff right. My aunties, my uncle, and my cousins done all hit me. It's my fault right now. It's my fault. But I will not sit around and watch my family commit financial genocide. I will not be a part of that. Now, will everybody be millionaires? I don't know. But freedom doesn't always have to be $1 million price tag. The price tag on freedom doesn't always have to be $1 million. Would I love for every one of them to be millionaires? Yep. But everybody starts at a different point. Now, here's what I do know. In 5 to 7 years, everybody can be a millionaire, but what I can't be responsible for is people's action. But what I can be responsible for is putting the information in their face, giving them the recipe, giving them the strategy, and saying, not on my watch. There's no way that 56% of Americans, that's more than half of America. I'm not saying that it's not real. I'm saying that we got work to do. We cannot have a stat that says that more African American, more Spanish people, more Hispanic people are now investing than ever before, and then come right back and say 56% of Americans don't have $1,000. What are we doing? What are we doing? And I'm not gonna lie, as much as we don't agree with a lot of stuff that Dave Ramsey say, the first thing Dave Ramsey say do is put $1,000 up to save. It's the first thing he say do. As much as I don't agree with a lot of stuff that he talk about, and it's not that he's wrong, but it's just that I'm looking at the game from a different perspective. But one of the things I do agree with is you gotta have some type of liquid money somewhere. So the first thing he tell you to do is, before he even tell you get out of debt, he say, go find a way to get $1,000 and put it on the side ASAP. And here's why that makes so much sense, because the average emergency in America that you're gonna have for the people is gonna cost about $1,000 to $1,500. The average emergency that a person gonna have in that working class is gonna be about $1,000 to $1,500. So I want us to work on that. Even if you got the $1,000 in your investment account, I'm not mad at it because you still got access to it. But man, we gotta change this stat. We can't be on this wealth building journey. We can't be on this wealth building mission, investing everything and saying, yo, I don't even got 1,000. I don't even got 1,000. You know, they got people that got insurance. That means you got insurance and can't even pay the deductible. That's not good. We cannot truly be on a mission to build wealth but still having poverty mindset tendencies. At some point, we got to be financially capable of playing this game at a high level. There's no magic pill. Like building wealth and buying your freedom, like this can't be the only option is I'm all in on it. There should not be another option on the table for you. I'm all in. I'm all in. Because you've been in a situation financially that you don't want to be in so long, why would you even think? Why would you even phantom the idea of if something go wrong? You've already proven that if something has went wrong for a long time. Something has been going wrong. You have learned how to operate in dysfunction, financial dysfunction. You've been operating in financial dysfunction. It's time to make something go right. You got to stand on your financial faith. Got to stand on that financial faith. Let's go a little further, too. Dang. My bad, y'all. I was gone for 6 days, was it? I'm having moments. So watch this, man. 40% of parents financially support grown children, spending an average of $1,384 per month on this support. Say it again, 47%. So watch these two stats go back to back. If 56% of Americans don't have $1,000, but 47% of parents are supporting fully grown children and they are spending almost $1,400 on their support, yo, we have a problem. We have a problem. We have a problem. Look at this, Gen Z, right? Non-leisure travel, 17%. Casual travel, 1 or 2 trips, 30%. Frequent leisure travel, you're traveling. Why do you have money to travel? Make that make sense to me. Why do we have money to travel, y'all? At some point, we got to say, yo, let me just stop doing all this stuff. Remember I said something early in the thing. What did I say? I said, your money, your income is your most powerful wealth building tool, but most people are what? Financially exhausted. And one of the reasons why people are exhausted is because you are letting your money employ someone else. And it's working harder for someone else than it is for you. And only you can make the adjustment. Like I always want my money working twice as hard for me as I work to get it. I don't want my money working twice as hard for somebody else and I worked hard to get it. Now, I'm not the person to tell you don't buy nothing, don't spend no money, but you need more of your money working for you so you can put yourself in position to be prosperous perpetually. Or should I say perpetually prosperous? That may be a better way to put it. Let's go a little further, bro. I like where we going right here, dog. We on them at night. I came back with some fire, Jose. Came back ready to cook, Jose. Lee, how you enjoying the show? It's your first show? Oh, all right. In person? Yeah. Like, hell no, nigga, don't play with me like that. I'm trapping, nigga. Playing with me like that? It's the family. All right, so watch this. Again, another reason why we love the stock market. So as stocks go up, CEOs get paid more. And I wrote some stuff down for this that it was just I was just like, that's crazy. So watch these numbers here. The Broadcom CEO got paid $161 million in stock rewards last year. What you think they're going to get this year? Because the stock up. Stock going crazy. $161 million in reward. The average CEO get paid anywhere between $14 to $15 million. It was 14 in 2022. It's 15 in 2024 as of right now, so it's up. But founders, people like Mark Zuckerberg, people like Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, they pay themselves $1 because they get everything in stock rewards. It's insane. And we wonder why Jeff Bezos saved himself $63 billion by moving to Florida. I'm moving to Florida, man. I'm moving to Florida. I'm going to give me a condo on the ocean. I'm selling my house. We're going to move to Florida, dog. People don't pay no state tax. Shauna, we can do business with like, Steven, I love that. Like, move to Florida, bro? I'm going to start paying myself stock options. Ain't going to be that much, though. Anyway, pays himself got paid $161 million in stock rewards. Cisco CEO got 87 million in stock reward. Palo Alto CEO got 207 million in stock reward, y'all. We talking about like giving you here because the stock, watch this. The company did well, but the stock did amazing. The company did well, but the stock did amazing. And so because the stock did amazing, we giving you a $207 million stock reward on top of the $15 million that we pay you a year. Don't never let nobody tell you, listen to me, don't never let nobody tell you working a 9 to 5, you ain't gonna get rich. Jose, that's a 9 to 5, right? Like in essence, oh, that's corporate America. You tell me what $87 million is. That ain't no chump change. And they not founders. You are the CEO. I mean, they went through the C-suite, they went through the company. They moved around, they learned it. Watch this, they educated themselves. They moved up the corporate ladder, the proverbial corporate ladder. People don't need it. Look at this, FICO. Fair Isaac, yo, that's in the recession portfolio. CEO went from 66 million to 96 million in stock options. You know why? Because the stock went crazy last year, and it's going crazy this year. But watch this. On the flip side, Moderna CEO went from 11 million to 7 million. You know why? Because the stock been tumbling since what? Pandemic. But imagine what they got during the pandemic, when the stock went crazy. That's crazy, bro. Let's go a little further to it. All right, so watch this. I want to give y'all some game right quick on something. Yo, them people getting paid. Them people getting paid as CEOs. All right, so I want to show y'all something right quick, man. This should be a part of your fundamental analysis when it comes to stocks. This will write it down, or take a picture and write it down. You hear me? So watch this. Where there's low competition, there's bigger profits to be made. Where there's higher competition eats away at the profit. And let's make it make sense. So when you look up here, you're going to see companies with low competition. But look at their ROICs. Apple, 29%. Novo Nordisk, 32%. Copart, one of my favorites, 28%. TPL was my sleeper in a recession portfolio last year, 107%. Adobe, Google, they print money. But watch how that shrinks when it comes to companies with high competition. And high competition means it's an easier barrier entry. So watch this. These are essentially harder barrier entries to get business with high barrier entries. The lower the barrier entry, the more the competition, the way to eat it profit. Look, GM, American Airlines, IBM, Dell, Ford, Disney. The higher the barrier entry, the more profits are going to a few people. Watch this. We think about the digital ad space. Google has 39 to 41% of the digital ad space. They are the big dog in the digital ad space. But of course you got Meta, of course you got these, but guess what? Google then says, let me get with Apple the person who has 1.5 billion users to put me there. Apple, when it comes to the smartphone, they dominated. Whether you think Apple or Android has the best phone, Apple makes up 71% of the smartphone industry. Right? Copart, when it comes to salvage cars, they are the #1 salvage car dealership. Right? But when you think about it, there's not that many companies in that game. The salvage car auction game. TPL, Texas Pacific, they own 80% of the oil that come out of Southeast Texas. You feel me? Look, somebody say 92. You feel me? So I want y'all to put that in y'all mind. The lower the barrier entry, the more competition, the less profits you have. The less competition, the more competition you have. I want y'all to put that in y'all notes. Take a picture of this and y'all do y'all research on that. Look for two things, ROIC and net profit margin. ROIC, net profit margin. Once you learn the ROIC, return on invested capital, and the net profit margins, you judge your companies and their competitors based on that, you're going to find you some winners. Let me go on before I get into teaching the whole masterclass right here. We overdue for a masterclass. Jose, let's put this in the chat right quick. If I did a 50-person masterclass in the studio 2 days, how many people in the chat will come? Let me see. Right? How many people in the chat will come 2 days? So one day I'm thinking about one day we'll cover portfolios. One master class will be about portfolio structure. One class will be about options. One class will probably be about dividends. One will be about ETFs. One will be about investor psychology. I think I need to just get busy. I think we need to start teaching, LaShawn. I think we need to start having master classes, 1 day, 2 day master classes. We can have like a 2 day master class, and then we can do like for 50 people, and then in the studio, or we teach from the teleprompter, where we teach from the screen, and then we can have like a limited amount of seating where, well, if we do 50 people, we can just do a 50-person dinner. Huh? Well, we could cater for the event, but I'm saying like, let's say we do the master class, let's say we do it Friday and Saturday, because we're not going to do it Sunday. Let's say we do it Friday and Saturday. Well, Thursday night we can do where they come in, Thursday evening they come in, get their badges, do that. And then Thursday night we do like dinner. And then Friday from like 10 to 4, 9 to 4, we educate and we do 2 or 3 lunch breaks. Like we do one 1 hour lunch break and then 2 like little 15-minute break. That way people ain't just in, you know what I'm saying? I think we can start doing that. Huh? In May? God, sit down, leave.
You said you had 6 days off.
Golly. Well, we got to do stock market in the streets. And I came up with this idea, a financial summer camp. I ain't figured that part out yet.
Like a boot camp?
Yup. Kids and parents. But we got to create a curriculum for it. I wrote a whole lot of stuff out, yo. 6 days. But I ain't do no thinking. And then I came in here Saturday night and just got on the board. I was ready. My throat was me. I was ready. I was ready to go. I was ready to go. I was ready. Once I was ready to go. All right, let's go a little further, man. Let's go a little further. All right, so I saw this and I thought it was dope for us to look at. 2 day, can we put this on a full screen? Because I want them to see this in full. 2 day Carson, put this on a full screen. I want them to be able to see it. I'm going to write it out. I'm going to go through it 1 through 7, 1 through 8. It may be a little fuzzy. but I want this on a full screen so we can see it, so I can talk them through it. And I think this is important. So I saw this. Yeah, they probably can't see it. Probably going to be a little fuzzy. All right, I'm going to walk y'all through it. So I ran across this. I forgot where on Instagram. I think it was on Twitter. And I said, yo, this is real dope right here. And so I'm going to walk y'all through it, right? Charlie Munger's, it was investment lessons from Charlie Munger. Y'all know we respect Charlie Munger, you feel me? So I'm going to walk y'all through it. The first one is correctness of analysis, right? You're not right or wrong depending on how many people agree or disagree with you. You're right when the facts agree with you. Focus on the facts, not the opinion. That was number one. Corrective analysis, right? So in essence, when you come up with an idea, an investment idea, the idea is not right or wrong based on people agreeing or disagreeing with you. The idea is right or wrong based on the facts and the data. And that's one of the things we talk about. We let our data and our emotions have to coincide before we make a pick. If the data and my emotions don't agree, then I won't make the pick. If my emotions and the data don't agree, I don't make the pick. I could care less what Jose tells me about this situation. I'm looking at the data and I'm looking at my emotion and how I feel around the data. All right? Number two, conviction. Opportunities don't come often. Seize it when it does. Be prepared for sudden opportunities and act decisive when they arise. Now, this is investment stuff. So here's what happens. The market is full of opportunities. But if you don't know what an opportunity looks like, you will jump on anything chasing profit. But the real opportunities, you must condition yourself to take action and not be indecisive. Because most of y'all know one thing. Watch this in the chat. How many people you done seen a play, you know you're supposed to be in a play, but you keep second guessing yourself about the play. You didn't get in the play and the play ran up on you. And now you like, damn. You like, dang. I should have gotten that play. Now you looking at it run like crazy and you mad. Because you was indecisive. All right? And you got to get comfortable. Watch this. I told my people in Trap Masters before I told them this, and I said, you got to get comfortable with execute and not worrying about what the outcome going to be. Because if you get more comfortable and you get more, what's the word I'm looking for right here? If you get more accustomed to pulling the trigger when the data and the emotion match, you're going to have more wins than losses regardless. The reason why you're really indecisive is because you're scared of the loss. That's why you're indecisive. You're indecisive because you're scared to take the L. And so watch this. The biggest killer of wealth and success is the fear of a loss. What it's going to cost you. What you fail to realize is, what is it costing you for not taking action? That's going to paralyze you more than anything. All right. Number three, big picture thinking. Don't overlook the obvious by drowning in the minute. Don't chase complexity. Keep it simple and focus on the big picture. Watch this, y'all. I'm going to ask you a question. How many of y'all see the obvious play, but then you start putting all kind of circumstances and scenarios about the play together and that make you miss the play? Everybody looking at me in the studio right now. Everybody want to say ouch. I'm going to tell y'all something. That's not a problem that I deal with. One thing I'm going to do is pull a trigger. I'm going to pull a trigger. I'm going to pull a trigger and I'm going to let the end result be what the end result going to be because I can't control it. My formula match, the data match, the emotion match, the trigger is pulled. My hardest decision is how much I want to shoot. Am I shooting 10, 20, 30? Don't let me be on a run. I'm going for the, put it all in there, Jose. Put it all in. Pulling the trigger ain't my problem. Your biggest problem is you're scared to pull the trigger. Number 4, mental models. Equip yourself with mental models from different fields. Avoid being a man or woman with a hammer that approaches every problem the same way. The more models you know, the better your decisions will become in all aspects of life. Don't evaluate everything the same. And it's coming to investing. You cannot evaluate every company the same way. You're not going to evaluate banks the same way you evaluate tech companies. All right? Get good at learning how to put multiple models together, evaluating companies different ways. So me, I'm like, yo, I'll go to the triple beam. I'll do a discount cash flow. I'll do a enterprise value formula. I'll do a dividend value formula. Different ones, y'all. All right, let's go a little further. Number 5, patience. Patience is the key to success in investing. Avoid the bias to act and focus on your principles. Sooner or later, opportunities will come and then you're ready. That goes back to being big picture thinking. It goes back to that, right? Patience. If you're patient in the market, you don't have to chase anything. You don't have to chase nothing. What do we say? Opportunities are here. The problem is you don't know how to identify the opportunities. So now that makes you being impatient. You so locked in on NVIDIA, you missing all the other companies that's going crazy. You keep thinking, I missed NVIDIA. I missed NVIDIA. I missed NVIDIA. I missed NVIDIA. When you're not realizing there's other companies, there's FICO, there's, Eli Lilly, there's, you missing the Meta train. You missing so many other companies because you think I missed NVIDIA. You looking at one stock and you done got FOMO behind one stock. You got 6,000 stocks on the market. They got 6,000 of them on the market. And I can promise you this, if you wait long enough, NVIDIA will give you an amazing opportunity. But you so focused on missing that one, you missing out on the other ones that's running. And literally, if you go through our flush it or flip it, we've been putting out bangers in the flush it or flip it. If you're in a Patreon or if you in Trappers Anonymous, I done put so many bangers up and down. You like, bruh, this thing running. Now, it may not be going crazy like NVIDIA, but you're still getting 20, 30%, 15%. Yo, it's just March. If a stock up 15, 20% in March, that is phenomenal. But you mad you missed NVIDIA. You mad you missed SMCI. So now you sitting there all day looking at them two stocks, trying to figure out when you going to get in them two. You missed Chipotle running since like crazy. You missed FICO running. You missed ASML. You missed AMAT. You missed AMD. You missed all these other, you missed MU. You missed Oracle. You missed all these other companies because all you see is NVIDIA and SMCI because that's all they're talking about on CNBC. You missed it. Number 6, situation dependency. Never fall in love with an investment. Never fall in love with investment, nor disqualify options from the get-go. Be situation dependent and opportunity driven. Opportunities, y'all. Look, somebody say, bro, that's crazy. I'm just looking for NVIDIA interest. That's it. But here's the thing, you're not the only one. You know why? Because once people hear about something and they keep hearing about it, they start figuring out, how do I get in it? How do I get in it? And you missing the whole other things that's going on. Let's go a little further. Number 7. Avoid ruin. Avoid big mistakes. Always plan with a margin of safety. There's nothing more harmful for compounding than big losses. Here's why the big losses hurt the most. When you see NVIDIA running like crazy, I remember this. I was like, all right, I remember I had SMCI. We was running with it all last year in a recession portfolio. That's one of the reasons why we did 33%, right? We got out of it at about $400. We started the new year, I started the portfolio all over with. And I was like, I got rid of everything. I started over and I was like, damn, I want to get SMCI, but I didn't get it. It was $489, right? It ran all the way up to $1,000. I was like, all right, I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to get it at $1,000. They tripping. It done ran from $400 to $1,000. I'm not about to get in it. I sat on the side. It dropped all the way to $800. And I said, ooh, all them people that got in at $1,000 ain't mad right now. Because now, here's what happened. Here's what most people done. It went from 1,000, dropped deep to the deep, almost 790 something. I can guarantee you most people that felt that drop, they sold. You know why? Because they felt like, damn, it's about to go down. But here's what it did. It stayed up for 2 days and shot right back up to 1,000. Stayed about 3-4 days, almost a week, shot right back up to 1,000. And now guess what they probably did? Got back in at 1,000. They got in at 1,000, it dropped all the way down, they sold it, and then when it ran back up, they got back in at 1,000. You know why? Because most people do the absolute opposite of what you're supposed to do. Buy low, sell high. Most people buy high, sell low. All right, and number 8, circle of competence, man. Acknowledge what you don't know and stay within the boundaries of the things you don't know. Everyone has a circle of competence, a field of expertise. Look for more opportunities there. You don't need to be an expert or make money on everything. Listen, y'all. I am the say no man. I am the say no. It can be a brute. No. I'm straight. But I'm also like that in investing. I don't care if it ran up $3,000, 3,000%. If I don't understand it, it's a no for me, boss. Because I got a system. I got formulas in place that I worked out. And if they working, I don't need to go try to run up something that I don't understand. Now, will I do it? The Google play that I was down 45% on, that was a new formula I was trying out. That's why I didn't put that one in the Patreon. I put the top one in the Patreon. I was like, y'all, I'm not putting y'all in that. It's a new formula I'm finding out. So I'm in the formula. Boom, 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 boom. But if I got a company that I don't know about, I don't care how much it go up. Man, Sean be giving me some company. I'll be like, but that thing up 300% in a day. God damn, what'd that do? I don't even understand that. That's a no. I don't understand what that is. That's a no. That's a no for me. Because the minute you say yes to an investment you should have said no to because you don't understand it, you automatically put yourself in a handicapped position. And the reason why you put yourself in a handicapped position is because you don't understand the company, so you don't understand what's driving it, and you damn sure ain't understand what's handicapping it or weakening it. You're not going to understand what's making the price go up, and you're not going to understand what's making the price go down. Any company I invest in, I understand what's driving it. And if you don't understand what's driving it, you do not need to be a part of it. Next slide, please. Lee, how you feeling? All right. All right, so this is going to be kind of deep right here. We're going to go through these motions right quick. I was looking at this today on CNBC, and I thought it was important that y'all see this. What does the data say about the next president? So, based off, I forgot what percentage of people this was, but 39% of the people saying they're better off with Donald Trump in office. 23% of people say they're better off with Biden in office. And 34% of the people say it don't matter who in office, they're going to get some money. Go a little further. All right. Now, This part here was the economic paradox, and this was based on Trump being in office. 39% said their home's profit would increase in the next 2 years. This was if Trump was in office. 37% said stocks will go up. This would be the best time to invest. 37% said wages will go up. And then 40% said the chance of recession is low. And that was if Trump was in office. That's if Trump was in office. Let's go a little further. And then this was based on a decision. It said, doesn't matter financially who wins. 42% says Republican, 18% says Democrat. 42% says Democrat, 18% said Republican, and 51% said independent. Who ran for independent? That was what? Ross Perot, huh? Ross Perot, and who else? Bob Dole? Huh?
Isn't that flip from the previous slide with Trump versus Biden?
Well, it's...
They talk about the whole gamut.
Yeah.
All the way to state.
So it's saying, like, doesn't matter if Republicans are in office or doesn't matter if Democrats are in office. I know Ross Perot, what's the dude with the big ears, man? Ross Perot, he was an independent. That boy could talk. You ever heard some of his speeches? Bro, that dude could talk, bro. I gotta go find out who he lost to. He lost to George Bush. He lost to George Bush. George Bush outspending. No, Ross had bread. I gotta find out why Ross Perot lost. I gotta find out what the turning point was in that election. Let me tell y'all something. I love watching electoral debates. I love watching them, y'all. They be using some words I ain't never heard before. They be ignorant. If you want to see politicians get ignorant with big words, bruh. So me and my aunt, my Aunt Nita, man, our favorite movie to watch together, you know what it was? The Great Debaters. Man, me and George Mama, we would watch The Great Debaters, man, and have that's one of the only times I would climb in the bed with her. We would watch The Great Debaters, man. That is one of my favorite movies. I would love to be a debater. I think I would be really good at it. I think I got the passion. Huh?
They don't have a lot of passion. They win off of words. They don't win off passion.
No. You ain't let me finish.
Go ahead.
I got a lot of passion. And I am a junkie for information. And as a debater, information is your greatest tool. Because they be pulling from, you be like, yo, what? They be pulling.
That's why I like Candace Owens.
You like Candace Owens? Candace Owens be talking that talk, bro. She be talking. You might don't agree with everything she's saying. That's cool. Because you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to agree with everything somebody say, bro. If somebody agree with everything I say, I don't want them around me. But she be going crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Candace be, and she don't care if you like her or not. They just fired her though. I don't like that. They just fired her because she was on a Breakfast Club and she said somebody can't fire her. One thing you can't do is tell them people they can't do. You can't tell them. I was about to say something. Next slide. Next slide. All right, right here. Good time, bad time. All respondents, 37%, financial elites, say this is a good time. Financial elites say this is a good time to invest. 60% of the financial elites say this is a good time to invest. 37% of all, meaning outside of financial, say it's a good time. 37% say it's a bad time. 26% of financial elites say it's a bad time to invest. I think it's a great time to invest, man. All right, let's go a little further, Tootie. All right, right here, it says that here's the issues that are most important. It says Joe Biden, of course, he's 99 years old. So healthcare is the most important thing to him. right? Of course it is. We know this, right? But we think, this is the thing. This is what the stats said, right? It said that, it says that healthcare, Joe Biden is winning that part. It says that Trump is better at the inflation. Middle class? That's interesting. I don't agree with that one. Middle class, they say Trump is better at the overall economy and crime. They say Trump is better suited, and this is a poll, this ain't me. This ain't me. This is not me. This is a poll that came out today on CNBC. I wanted to share it. These are the issues they say that Joe Biden and Trump is better at. Let's go a little further to it. So, it's the end of that. All right, so came out today with this news right here before. This was one of the last ones I put up today. The news that McDonald's and Krispy Kreme are deepening their partnership by the end of 2026. McDonald's said all of their stores will have Krispy Kreme donuts. The red light, you like Krispy Kreme? Or I saw you kick back like, yeah, I'm fucking with that. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I bet you I don't really like donuts like that. Krispy Kreme stock surged by 40% when this came out. The red light was buzzing. It's going to be great for Krispy Kreme. It's also going to do great for McDonald's. McDonald's is looking to strengthen their breakfast menu. And they said having a donut. Why you say? You a sucker for a donut, though?
Nah. I used to be.
I can see that in you.
Healthcare, right?
I can see you. The donut, soccer, right? That's what you was doing?
Get a donut and a McGriddle.
And how did that convert to you playing soccer?
Nah, no. Well, I'm just saying, that was the back in the day. And I could just...
When you had the trophies, though, right? You said from 8 to 15.
8 to 15, yeah.
You were eating donuts and...
McGriddles, yeah. High metabolism.
So you would eat like 6 donuts and then go play soccer?
You get 6 from it.
You the one got the donut thing. Don't you got the donut thing?
3.
Glaze? Jelly? Jelly donuts or glaze?
No, Krispy Kreme is for black people.
Whoa, wait, what? This is not that kind of show, Jose. Wait a minute.
Black people, their favorite is glazed.
White people don't eat donuts?
No, I'm just saying, black people's favorite donut is glazed.
Is this a biased opinion, Jose?
Yes, I promise you.
What do white people eat? I've never been white before.
It's like a German donut.
Never heard of that. So Jose, what about like sprinkles? I'm just trying to find out what you was doing. Like, I'm just trying to find out what you did when you played soccer. Did you go
Blueberry, I had coffee
at 8 years old? Yeah. Wow, this is getting better. This is getting better. So you would go coffee, donut, soccer. Hold up, coffee, donut, McGriddle, soccer. Oh my God, I know you was trash. You wasn't killing it out there. You wasn't killing it out there with the donut, McGriddle, coffee.
At between 8 and 15, yes. At 11.
All right, watch this. I'm gonna find out right here. What kind of coffee at 8 to 15?
Whatever my mama had.
Now you gonna blame moms.
I ain't know how to order.
So you wasn't really drinking coffee, you was sipping hers. Man, flush Jose, man. Flush Jose, man. Flush Jose. Now y'all see why I be doing him like this, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Y'all see why I do this dude like this. He be coming up with stuff. All right, let's go a little further, man. All right. So let's get to one of our favorite segments of the show.
Before we get the flush and flip it, 93% of black people, 93% of people here voted that black people love them glazed.
It's because our audience is black people. Our audience is 93% black people.
They like them glazed, man.
Can't ask a 93% black audience what they like, of course they're going to say, what they supposed to say, jelly? They're going to think that's pause. They're going to say pause, bro. We don't like jelly. You like cream donuts? You know they crazy. They crazy. Man, that's crazy. Man, Jose going to ask black people, do they like glazed? Of course. All church functions, glazed donuts. All you go to work, what the people got? Glazed donuts. Of course they like glazed. That's the cheapest thing. That's the cheapest one in the thing. What you want, glazed? The boss ain't bringing no apple Danish in that bitch. He ain't bringing the twisters. The boss ain't bringing none of that boy bringing. Let me get a dozen glazed. You feel me? Oh, let's take the glaze. That's the old ones. They're cheaper. Give me them two. That's the one from yesterday. Oh, that's perfect. Come on, man. You know damn well ain't no bosses giving you no pink Swizzler with sprinkles. I'm not giving you none of that. Boy, coming in with get the glaze. What you got there? Oh, all glaze. What? Not even a twister glaze? No, the glaze. Oh, what? The whole. Boy, he might be a spicy. 2 dozen glaze. Boy, come with the 2 boxes. You think you got variety. Glaze. What's in the other box? Glaze. Jose. What's it now? You gonna look at it. Oh, that's glaze? You try to pick that bitch up thinking, well, maybe they got something in the other box. You pick that bitch up, more glaze. What we got? All they had was glaze. Nigga, that's Krispy Kreme. They got everything. All they got. That boy said, what they got, glaze? What that is, glaze? Boy, double the glaze on us, dog. God damn. I've been off 6 days, y'all. I'm ready to be back. Lee, how you feeling? This is our show, baby. This is what we do. Is it better in person than online? Ah, love it, love it, love it, love it. You're welcome anytime. All right, let's get to it, y'all. Flush it up, flip it. No, Robin Hood, I don't want that. First one up is, all right, y'all already know, man, flush it up, flip it. Remember, we not thinking long term, we thinking short term for these companies. So that's how we go. So let's get into it. First company up is Win Resorts, ticker symbol WYNN. Now, I will say this, Jose. I thought that this company was actually going to. I didn't like this company ever since the CEO, Steve Wynn, he had got like some sex charges. Like some years back, and they ain't been right since. They ain't been right since. And Jim Cramer always, I don't got nothing against Cramer, but he always trying to talk about this company. I'd be like, no, Cramer, this ain't it, dog. That's your dog, but it's it. Let it go, dog. Let it go. All right, Wynn, WYNN is a holding company which engages in the design, development, and operation of destination casino resorts. It operates through the following segments: Wynn Place, Wynn Macau's Las Vegas operations, Wynn Interactive, Encore Boston, and was publicly founded by Stephen Wynn. Year to date, the stock is up 10%, and in 1 year, the stock is down 5.7%. Do we flush it or do we flip it, Jose?
Right now, it's a close call. 52%, we flush it.
52% say what?
Flush.
You damn right. All right, next on the list is Qualcomm, right? Engages in development of commercializing technology and products used in mobile devices and other wireless products, right? It operates through the following segments. You ain't gonna understand that. Qualcomm Technology, Qualcomm License, Qualcomm Strategic Initiatives, and this segment develops integrated circuit systems for software-based technology companies, right? Year to date, this stock is up 17%. In 1 year, the stock is up 33%. Believe it or not, it's on my sleeper list too. Flush it up, flip it. We like it. We love it, 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 we love it. All right, next company on the list is Altria, ticker symbol MO. It's a holding company which engages in the manufacturing and sale of cigarettes in the United States. It operates through the following segments: oral tobacco and all other smokable tobacco. God, you can say all other tobacco in there. Oral tobacco and all other tobacco. And machine, large cigars, and pipe tobacco. The oral tobacco products includes MST and sinus products, manufactured and sold by USSTC, and oral nicotine pouches manufactured by Helix, right? The stock is up year-to-date 6%, and in 1 year is minus 2%. Are we flushing it or are we flipping it?
They sell smoke stuff and sinus products?
No, that's the name of the name of the band. It spells sinus, not like.
Okay, I'm about to say they trying to play both sides of the field.
Nah, but that's American like anyway.
Yeah.
Sell the poison and the product and the medicine. That's American-esque.
We flushing that.
All right. Next. That's a fact. That's a fact. Oh, let me say something right quick, Jose. My thoughts and prayers go out to everybody who may know somebody in that Boston situation. I mean, a Baltimore situation, man. Again, coming from New Orleans, we even know about bridges collapsing. You remember when Aunt Shirley was on that bridge? When the one across the canal collapsed? We had an auntie on the bridge when it collapsed. I was in prison, but I was scared as hell, boy. So we know all about that. And then, of course, for Katrina, we know for sure that the barge hit that. So, but to see that, bro, to see that way that, those barges, bro, they are powerful, bro. That thing just hit the leg of that thing and it just, so I think they say 6 people missing. So definitely our thoughts and prayers go out to that, man. If you know somebody that's in there, that's just gonna be a job there, boy. But it was somebody who was working on it? Damn. But it was on the bridge. Night shift, dangerous, dog. That's mercy. That's God's grace right there. That's grace. All right, I just want to put that out there right quick, man. So, we definitely acknowledge that. All right, next one is Regency Centers Corporation, right? It operates as a real estate investment trust which engages in the ownership, operation, and development of retail shopping centers. Its portfolio includes thriving properties, merchandise with highly productive grocer, restaurant service providers, and best-in-class retailers. Right, they are headed out of Jacksonville, Florida. The stock is down 11% year to date, and in 1 year is up almost 0.25%. Not even close to 0.25%.
58% we flushing that.
Yeah, we flushing that. Hey, beautiful. All right, next up to bat is none other than Carter's, ticker symbol CRI. It engages in the business of branding, marketing for young children's apparel. It operates through the following segments: United States retail, U.S. wholesale, and international. The U.S. retail segment includes products through retail stores and e-commerce. The wholesale segment focuses on wholesale partners. The international segment involved in selling in retail stores and e-commerce in Canada and Mexico. It is headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia. You've seen it before. The headquarter buildings is Buckhead. Got Carter's wrote on. Right? Stock is up 10% year to date, and it is up 16% in 1 year. Carter's, are we flushing it or flipping it?
We flipping 52%.
I'm not mad at that 3% dividend. Might be a dividend play. I ain't mad at that. All right, next on the list is Boston Scientific, right? Boston Scientific engages in the development, manufacturing, marketing of medical devices that are used in interventional and medical procedures. It operates through the med surgery and cardiovascular segments. The med surgery segment includes, how you say this, endoscopy? How you say that? Endoscopy? Endoscopy? What that is? Okay. Urology and neuromodulation. The cardiovascular segment consists of cardio and peripheral interventions. The company was founded by John E. Abel and Pete Michaels in June 29, 1979. The stock is up 17% year to date, and it is up 39% in 1 year. Boston Scientific, flush it or flip it.
About 90% of us come out and flip that thing.
We ain't mad at that. I ain't afraid to say what that is. All right, next one, Suncor, ticker symbol SU. It is integrated energy company which engages in the development of petroleum research basins. It operates through the following segments: oil sands, exploration and production, refining, marketing, and corporate eliminations. The oil sands segment operates assets in the, how you say this, Jose? ATHABASCA.
Man, I ain't hitting that.
ATHABASCA. At the Bosic oil. All right. And North Alberta. The exploration production segment consists of offshore operations off the coast of Canada and in the UK. The refining and marketing segment focuses on two primary operations: the refining and supply and marketing operations discussed below, as well as the infrastructure supporting the marketing, supply, and risk management of crude oil. The stock is up 12% year to date and is up 22% in 1 year, Jose.
Everybody knows something about 72% flip.
I ain't mad at that with that 4%. All right, next up to bat is Wallstreet. Y'all know them. Wallstreet engages in property and casualty insurance business and the provision of protection solution. It operates through the following segments: Wallstreet Protection, Protection Services, Wallstreet Health and Benefits, Run-Off Property Liability, and Corporate and Other. Wallstreet Protection segment offers private, passenger, auto, homeowners, and personal lines and commercial insurance, marketed under the Wallstreet brand. I ain't gonna read all of that. The stock is up 21% year to date, and it's up 58% in 1 year. Flush it or flip it. Now watch this, Jose. And that's what I mean by people are missing plays. Now I got Allstate on my list because their fundamentals are amazing, right? But you will miss a stock that's up last year 58%. The stock up year to date 21%. Right? The stock is up $30. It's $170. You will miss this type of stock chasing NVIDIA. And I'm not saying you wrong, but now you trying to go get one stock, right? When you can say, all right, what if I had 8 Allstates that also pays a 2% dividend yield? Now, of course, the returns won't be the same. But watch this though. In 5 years, Allstate is up 90%. That ain't bad. That's a good return on your money. Right? That's almost giving you that's probably about an 18% return a year for 5 years. Bro, that's not bad. That's a solid investment. You've actually beat the market several times. And matter of fact, last year, with a 58% return, you clobbered the market. Because the market only gave you 24% last year. The one stock gave you 58% last year. This is a game of returns. You find great businesses. Now watch this. In a recession, do people keep their Allstate or do they let it go? You're going to keep it. Because you're not going to let your insurance lap.
One thing's about law on cars, and then
Your house too. And then they hit you with the bundle. Get it on your car and your house. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying don't try to get an NVIDIA in your portfolio. But don't miss out on a stock that gave you a 58% return or that's up 21% and it's just March. 21% for a stock is good in a year. For it to give you 21% in the first quarter, bro. That's all I'm saying. I just want us to make sense. I don't need us, you know what I'm saying, chasing, and then you get accustomed to chasing. All right. I don't want to beat that drum too long. All right. Last but not least, let's go, man. Our last one is Diamondback Energy. Under the ticker symbol FANG, F-A-N-G. Right? The company is an independent oil, natural gas company with engages in the acquisition, development, exploration, and exploitation of unconventional onshore oil and natural gas reserves. It operates through the upstream and midstream services. It focuses on operations in West Texas. Year to date, the stock is up 21%. Last year, the stock is up 51%. Again, that's another one with a 4% dividend yield. 34%. I mean, 21%, 22%, 21.99% year to date. What we doing? First quarter, 22%. Last year, 51%. We talking about two stocks that don't got nothing to do with technology. But you miss them because all you want to chase is technology. Now, they might not be something you look for in a option play, but if we looking at it, they gave great option returns too. You feel me? So it's being able to play the game from various different ways. Not just chasing and watch this. They ain't gonna never talk about Allstate on CNBC. They ain't gonna never talk about Diamondback Energy on CBC. You know what they gonna talk about? Chevron, Exxon. They're not even gonna get into insurance. So you're gonna miss them plays, which is another reason why we do flush it and flip it. So you can have an idea of some companies you're supposed to be writing down. Like if you smart, I would just go let me go get to the flush and flip it segment that Trap was doing, and let me just go look up the companies that we flushed and the companies that we flipped, and let me try to see if I can build something. Let me stop giving y'all a game. Tune back in next week, yeah? We're gonna flip Diamondback. All right, let's go. 2 days, take us to the next one, man. Like it, Lee? You turned up? Yeah, about 3 hours every week, you feel? Try to navigate through that 3 hours. That's our mark. How we got 4 this week too, huh? All right, let's go, man. 1-800-TRAP. And say, Jose, bro, we ain't did the thing again. Why we ain't did it again? I'm getting on you and Brandon. Bro, we had 2 weeks after I was sick.
We're going to have to do it this week because my birthday coming up the following, so yeah, we got to do it.
Nah, we can't do it this week.
Oh, that's right, you traveling.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
I got something.
Run it.
Hey, Trap, this is Irma. What's good, LA? My question to you is, what's like your top 2 to 3 like business news sources, if I could say that? I'm trying to get like a yearly subscription to one of them, and I'm trying to see which is the best one. I heard of Morningstar, but when I go on their website, it says like investment research analytics. So I don't know if that's like the same necessarily as like business news. Like, which one would you suggest getting? What's your like top 2 or 3, and then why? Thank you.
That's a great question. What's good, Queen? Man, it look good where you at. Golly, it looks sunny out there, you heard me? My top one is Wall Street Journal and Barron's. So those are my top 2 because they give me business. They give me economics. They give me ideas, investing ideas based on what's going on in the world. So that's the 2 I like. Investment.com is cool, but I don't think you need to buy that one. Business Insider is another great. Somebody just said, yep. So that would kind of be my 3, but I think you could get 1 or 2 and you'll be good. But I like the Wall Street Journal. I like Barron's. I like Business Insider. Those are kind of what I rock with for sure. I don't pay for the Yahoo Finance. Nope, I don't do that. I like Wall Street Journal, Barron's, and Business Insider. Those are my go-tos for sure. Those are actually 3 of the ones that I actually have. So that's me for sure. Let's go further.
Yeah, what it do, Trap? It's your boy Carolina Blue. That's Carolina Blue with a K. First and foremost, salute to you, King. Salute to the trapping staff. And salute to all the trappers that's watching. Wall Street looks like us now. So, Trap, my question for you is, what's the historical run-up on the market once it make new all-time highs? Salute, King.
That's my dog right there, man. That's my dog right there, yo. And he like that in real life. He always gonna remind me, Trap, I had my last few bands. He always remind me of this. He be like, Trap, I had my last few bands. I was all in on you. I ain't looked back since. That's my dog, bruh. Listen, he talk like that. He be like, Trap. My dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. He be like this. He gonna run up to me. He always pull up on me. Anything I got, he gonna pull up. He gonna come up. He gonna be like, Trap. I had my last couple bands. Street money. I said, this nigga talking that talk. I felt it. I went all in on it, bro. I ain't looked back since. You that guy. Wall Street look like us now. Every time, huh? Like, I be like, speed up a little bit, dog. But that's my guy. I rock with him the hardest. I rock with him hard because he in everything. And he getting to it. So remember a while back, I think, Jose, a while back we did all-time highs every year. I think we did something like that. Give me a second, because if you can get that, and we can run it to Tootie right quick so we can show it to him. Because his question is, what's the historical run-up after the market hits all-time highs? And we've had years where the market done hit all-time highs like 10 times, 6 times. You remember that one we did? It was like a couple weeks ago. Because I want to put that, if we can, I want to just show it to you, King. Because we can throw it up on, his question was, Trap, what's the historical run-up? Meaning, what happens after the market hits an all-time high? Like, what happens after that? What's the return after it does that? And I want to see, because we actually did that maybe like 3 weeks ago. You found it?
It was in 85. I just got to find, but it is in 85.
Yeah, it was in 85. All right, because I remember that. So let's do this. Let's go to the next one, and then when we get that, let's run it back up there, Jose, so we can answer his question. So Carolina Blue, I got you, bro. We're gonna actually pull up a chart for you, because we did that a couple weeks ago. So we'll do that. So let's run to the next one, and then we're going to come back to that, because we got an actual visualization for that one. Let's go to our next one today.
Hey Trap, hey team, hey Trappers. It's Isa from Arkansas here again. I just want to say that I'm so glad that you're back, Trap. I missed you. I missed your information. I missed Tootie's beats. I miss Jose's jokes. But I'm so glad that you're back, and please, please, please take care of yourself for the future, King. But my question is in regard to the triple beam. So we're in the year 2024 now, but the triple beam years are from 2017 to 2023. So going forward, do we just like ignore the years on the side and just put the years that come after? So for example, do we put the 2018 metrics in the 2017 year? And do we put the 2019 metrics in the 2018 year? I really, really hope that that makes sense. Yep. But I'm glad that you're back. Thank you for all that you do. I love you, and we trapping.
First of all, you're not gonna come on here body shaming us like that. That's what we're not gonna do. You feel me? You're not gonna come on here giving us arms, flat stomach. Jose just was eating some glazed donuts, and you come up here looking all amazing, queen. God damn. Jeez. Yep. So that's it. So I got to get a coder so I can go and readjust the dates. I had the coder, but then my coder was from overseas, and I lost freaking. I'm a trapper, not a coder. So, but that's exactly what you do. You will put this, just use the last 5 years. Use the last 5 years. So when you go to bar chart, use those last 5 years. Start from the end to the newest, and put them in there from the end to the newest. So whatever that, I think 18, 19, 20, so probably 19, 21, 2, 3, something like that, from 19 to 23. So go from 19 to 23, but 19 will go where the 17 is at. 20, 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's exactly how you do that. And next time you come on here, have a shirt on. You feel me? Put a shirt on. I'm playing. You made us all just realize that we got to go get. That's why I'm playing soccer. That's why I'm playing soccer right now. Because, yeah, you look good, queen. You look amazing. You hear me? So, yep, do that. You made perfect sense. You killed it. Yep, that was it. Let's go a little further.
So first of all, I would like to say happy Tuesday to you, and we are so happy you're feeling better. It's Brandy calling from California. My question is, for the people that are on a buy and hold that are not in options, at what percent do you think it's a good idea for them to take some of the profits off? 2, Prax is doing numbers. Just want to throw that out there. And 3, how long before you reevaluate a company that's in your portfolio to decide whether you're going to take it out or not? Because I know some companies do go through their patches and between news and so on and so forth. So how long before you reevaluate a company to take it in or out of your portfolio?
That's them warm hugs I be talking about. That's them warm hugs I be talking about. You feel me? I told y'all, them black women be giving you them warm hugs when they talk. You feel me? You felt that warm hug? I felt the warm hug, golly. Beautiful, queen. Bro, we got some beautiful women in our thing, man. Golly, man, I love that. So, first of all, profits on your buy and holds. So, for me, it depends on the position size. So, I'll give you an example. Let's say you got 5 shares, right? Let's say you got 5 shares. And if you got 5 shares, I don't want you to take profits from that. I want you to keep adding to that position. Unless you get up maybe 100, 200%. But then only I would want you to take profits from that position to put it in another position that you really like. If that makes sense. Like, because you're buy and hold, the goal for that is to grow that portfolio to as many in that position to as many shares as possible. Right? So I started off, when I first started, my goal was 50 shares. Then it was 100 shares. And then I was like, all right, I need 1,000 shares. So now I'm in that phase where I got almost 1,000 shares of everything I own. My next phase now is 2,500 shares, right, of everything I own. And from there, the goal is going to be 5,000 shares, right? Because we see that these people getting what? Millions of shares, right? So that's how we really go crazy. So for me, it would be, if you get like 100 and some % of your buy and hold and you found somewhere to put that, like you found another position, then cool. But I really want you to focus on adding to that, because these are companies that you really want to hold for the long term unless the story around why you bought the company changes, if that makes sense. So if the reason why you bought the company changed, then you think about exiting the position, going somewhere else. But if that's not the case, I really don't want you to sell them. I want you to increase the position as big as you can, right? Next one is valuations. So I typically reevaluate every company anywhere between 8 months to a year that's in my portfolio or on my watch list. The reason being, because within 8 months to a year, that company should have increased its value based on products and service, based on sales, based on revenues, based on its ability to decrease its debt. So if the company does it, or buying back shares or increasing the dividend, all of these things add value. So if the company, at least once a year, if you go back and reevaluate that company, it should be worth more, which means now your evaluation for it has went up, so the buy-in price has probably went up as well. Prime example, when I first got Chipotle, I was able to get it at $4.25. It ran up. I evaluated the next year. It was worth $4.25. I'm lying. It was worth $4.50. I got it at $4.25, beginning of the pandemic. A year and a half later, it was worth $700, $800. But the stock was now at like $1,300, $1,400. You know what I'm saying? So the ability to, now I'm not waiting for it to go to $4.25 again. Now the price is now, okay, it's worth $750. Now let me set my price targets at blah, blah, blah. Right? So every year, at least every year, you should be reevaluating your businesses, because that's going to give you the ability to set new price targets on when to buy in those. Third one, Crocs is running. Y'all know that was one of my babies. I took it out the recession portfolio, but I still have it in my long-term primary account. So we appreciate you, Queen. Jose, did we find that?
We got it, but I don't know if that's the one.
Let me see.
That's what we had in there.
No.
You went further on.
We got another one where they got from, we do got it. It's from 1982 to 2000 to year to date. Yeah. Yeah. We should. You found it, Tootie?
Nah, that's the one. We went around. I went around 85, 86.
So it should be somewhere up in that area.
How we'll skip.
Yeah. So I tell you what, mark this down.
Yeah.
That next week, we have to respond to Carolina Blue about record highs and companies out the record highs. We got that stat. I know for a fact we got it. Because I remember saying, like, what the hell happened in 2000 something where we hit 26, let me see. No, not that one, Tootie. It's one that started at like 1985 or 1990 is when it started. It started at 1990. I remember the date. It started at 1990, and we had how many times? Because I remember we had the years in the recession where we had 0 brand new highs. You dig? It's somewhere in the 80s though, Jose. Yeah. It's somewhere in the 80s. So look, Carolina Blue. I need to respond to you next week simply because I got a graphic that's going to make you exactly see that's going to exactly answer what you want. But just to give you an idea, based on the market always hits, that's it, boom, right there. That's it. That's it. That's it right there. Good job, Tootie. And Carson, good job, baby. Way to catch Jose back. All right, Carolina Blue. Here you go right here. Look, the people saying number 82. The people know. The people know. Was it episode 82?
Well, you touched on the 85 and on 82.
All right, so here you go. Yep, so Carolina Blue, here you go right here. Right, so depending on the year, so watch this, in 2024, we've already hit it 3 times now. That was 2, we've hit it 1 more time since then. But watch this, in 2023, we didn't hit it none. In 2022, we hit it 1 time. But watch this, in 2021, it happened 68 times. Now, mind you, we only have 250 trading days in a year. So 68 times in 2021, we hit new highs. 2014, 52 times. In 2017, 62 times. So the question is, what happens, right? The question is, what happens, or what's the historical data on after the market hits new highs? It reaches for more new highs. It reaches for more new highs. Unless you're in the year of a recession. So this was a recession year here, 81, 82. It came out of 82. 83 was the recovery year. 84, we went into another one. And then 85, 86, 87, 88, we had a downturn. .com, look at the 2000s, we hit it none because we was in recovery mode all from 2001 to 2006, we was in recovery mode. But watch this. 2007, we banged out, but watch this, from 2008 to 2011, even though the bull market started in 2010, we were still trying to retrace what happened in 2008. Right? So 2010, 11, and 12, the market had fell so far 2008 and 9, it was just trying to catch back up to retrace that. Y'all will call that a retracement, right? It was trying to retrace those record highs. But as you can see, 2013, 2014, it went crazy. 2015, it went 10 times. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, it went crazy. You're talking 30, 40 times, it hitting all-time highs. But the difference now is, watch this, the environment is different. Why is the environment is different? The environment is different because now you have an environment where all of the data is actually pointing to an economic collapse. But watch this. The S&P 500 hits a new high every 16 days on average. Now, mind you, that's 16 trading days. Right, so on average, every 16 trading days, the market hits a new high. Every 16 trading days, the market hits a new high. But you got to take into consideration what was going on in those cycles. So from 13 to 2021, we were in massive expansion mode. Right? That's when you had, that's when Jim Cramer gave birth to fame. Right? That's when Apple, Amazon, Netflix was sending it through the roof, King. So now what you have to do is look at this year and say, now we've did it 3 times now. Because we did this in 82, we done hit an all-time high since then. We got to ask ourselves, what is the temperament of the market and the economy to allow it to push through like that? I think this year, if we get 8, that's a lot. 6 is a lot. We in March. So if we get 6, I don't think we're going to see double-digit record highs. Write that down, Jose. I don't think, mark my word, Jose, I don't think we'll get double-digit record high days this year. Write that down. So on average, we see about 28 all-time highs, somewhere up in there, yep. If you look at the numbers, yep, somewhere up in there, some double digit, maybe 18 to 28, something like that, yep. That's about right. But it's dependent on, did we come out of recession? Are we in one? So those things are metrics. So, yep, that's good. That's good. All right, 2 days, let's go, baby. All right, man, listen. Jose, this is a great bounce back episode. Can I just say I'm glad to be back, man. I love y'all. I miss y'all. I thank y'all for just always rocking with Trap, always supporting Trap. But most importantly, just making me a part of your everyday life, coming in, getting the information. Let's increase our financial faith, y'all. Let's have faith in the market. Let's have faith that we have the ability to do it. Let's have faith in our financial progress. Let's have faith in our wealth, but not important, let's just have faith. Let's stand on the faith that we have. Let's not be dissuaded by the naysayers. Let's not be discouraged by the people who don't believe in what we believe in because they haven't put in the work the way that we've put in the work. They haven't studied the way that we've studied. They haven't taken the risk the way that we've taken the risk. They haven't seen the game change people's lives the way that we've seen the game change people's lives. So that alone should increase our financial faith. Man, again, I just want to say I love y'all. Another 3 hours in the books, man, and I promise you I ain't gonna lie. I miss these 3 hours. I miss talking to y'all in the chat. I love it. I didn't realize how much a part of my life you all were. And so with that, man, I just want to tell y'all thank y'all. I just want to tell y'all I appreciate y'all. And I want to tell y'all, man, I'm going to see y'all next week. Listen, if you aren't following the Wallstreet Trapper YouTube page, go follow. We've been putting out content each and every day. I'm lying. We put out content Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're putting out content on that. We've been picking that up, myself and Brandon. We've been putting in work on that page, like real new content. Not nothing refurbished, real new content. The goal is to get that one to 1 million. We got 360,000 over there. We want to get that one to 1 million within the next year or two. Definitely make sure y'all share this page out. Let's get this one up. We had 3,100 people in the chat today. That's good. We said we're going to do 5,000 by the end of the year. We love it. We keep growing. Also, man, get your merch, man. Trap Apparel Inc. We got the hats on deck too. George been sending that out. Make sure you get them. It's a little nippy outside. But most importantly, man, go to Apple, go to Google, go to Spotify, and download as many episodes as you can. Again, man, Trappin' Tuesdays, Wall Street looks like us, not a network. Our goal is to help the culture build wealth one share at a time and normalize freedom. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper, from myself and the Trapper community and my family. We out.
Trailblazing.